Sure. I got it.
And even though life must go on, we still mourn while wishing y'all were home. Want to dedicate this out here to all the streets, all everybody in the hood.
Streets in the hoods.
Getting caught up in drama.
Getting a shout out.
Shooting and going to jail for nothing. Getting killed for nothing.
Yeah.
Gotta avoid that stuff.
Yeah, that stuff sucks.
Hey, thin is in, but to slim down Hollywood hotties, Lindsay Lohan and Nicole Richie have a problem?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
The stars themselves tell Us Weekly magazine in the new issue that they're doing just fine, thank you.
Right, I love when they go to the sick people for the source, Terry.
Yeah.
Yesterday, who did they confirm? David Chappelle
Yes,
confirmed
he's not
that
crazy.
he's not crazy.
He's resting.
And Lindsay Lohan is saying, I'm eating.
Yeah.
I had a half a saltine yesterday, and I'm going to have a teaspoon of brown sugar today.
Oh, good. I actually have another quote from her, by the way.
All right, well, let me just play the rest of this. Do you mind?
No.
Okay. There you go.
Hey, thin is in, but to slim down Hollywood hotties, Lindsay Lohan and Nicole Richie have a problem?
Yes.
No.
No, oh, yeah, I got it wrong again. Damn, I get tricked every time.
The stars themselves tell Us Weekly magazine in the new issue that they're doing just fine, thank you. Lindsay says, quote, I don't do drugs and I'm not anorexic.
Oh, jeez.
And Nicole tells Us Weekly style editor Katrina Zish that she got bad battling drugs, but now she's healthy.
She's been working out with a trainer intensely 3 to 4 times a week.
Wow.
She's been eating lots of protein.
Hopefully the trainer won't yell at her, Terry.
Yeah.
probably paying
Or too
for it.
intense.
Right.
She's been working out with a trainer intensely 3
Yeah.
to 4 times a week.
Got it.
She's been eating lots of protein, lots of salads, lots of small meals during the day, but she has been eating.
Wow, well, that's nice.
That is
Eating's good.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
It's always a bonus to be eating.
Real good.
Yes. Now, I don't, I know Lindsay Lohan has lost a lot of weight. I've seen pictures of her. You're telling me Nicole Richie's lost a lot of weight as well?
She's emaciated.
She's not
she's
a-
like 87 pounds.
Really? She's
She's
not the
like-
chubby wubby from season number 1 of Simple Life?
Not even. Not even close.
Well, she must have lost it fast then. She must have been on the, well, I'm going to pass the opportunity to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
All right, I was going to suggest the 50 pounds a month kind of theory of someone that we know, but let's not talk about it.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Gotcha.
because that person is well, I'm not going to talk about it.
You're supposed to dump yourself every time you even bring up that
That's
person,
right.
I thought. I thought that's what it came to.
No, it's I take it to, oh, jeez, no.
Oh, jeez, sorry.
Maybe if that unknown person got rid of Paris Hilton in his life, he would lose weight too. Like Nicole Richie.
So Nicole Richie is ultra thin like Lindsay Lohan these days.
Yeah.
And would you have a quote from Lindsay?
I have a quote from Lindsay.
What is Lindsay saying about this situation?
She says, quote, compared to a lot of actresses my age, I'm actually overweight.
Oh! Wow.
There's the healthy attitude.
I'm glad she's keeping tabs on the other actresses her age. And they consist of who, by the way? Who are the 18-year-old actresses of the world besides her?
What, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, Olsen twins, right?
Aha. So this might have been a direct dig at Mary-Kate Olsen.
Could have been, right?
Like, that was her way of saying, hey, get this camera out of my face because Mary-Kate still is 1 pound less than me.
Right.
What other 18-year-old actresses are there? Anyone?
I thought we were like kind of low on
We're low on
18-year-olds.
early 20s.
Oh.
But
Is it Misha Barton, 18?
Yeah.
there are a few of
From
them
the
walking
OC.
around. Misha Barton is
Yeah, she's
18,
one.
that's right. And you got a few, I'm sure, floating around. But Lindsay Lohan says she's actually one of the heavier ones.
Yes, she
She's
is.
one of the more plump ones. She's doing just fine.
Right.
But if you've seen a recent picture, get a little scary. The collarbone is certainly coming out to play.
Boy, and does she have a collarbone.
And the boobs went bye-bye.
Okay.
Well, yeah, no talk about her getting breast implants anymore.
No.
Right.
Guess they were real.
Yes, they were.
Now have a good sense that they were real.
No fakies here.
And people are wondering whether she has a collarbone implant now. Because that collarbone is sticking out yay far, Terry.
I know.
All right?
Yeah, I've seen it.
But she's one of the thicker actresses her age.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Anybody looks thin when you're working with Herbie the Love Bug. I mean, come on. Standing next to that car all day.
yeah, that actress has got to do something about his her weight, whatever the car is, a male or female. Cars are usually females. Anyhow,
As far as Nicole Richie, I have something from Lionel Richie talking about his daughter's weight loss.
All right, and what is Lionel saying about his daughter? Now, is Lionel, I keep getting confused. That's not her biological father?
Adopted.
No. I would think
daughter.
I would think that they were biologically related because they seem like they look like each other to some degree, and obviously act like each other to some degree, and and they both like to dance on the ceiling. So I don't see how they cannot be biologically father and daughter. But anyway, go ahead. He adopted.
What a feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I forgot about that. That is a good feeling.
This is his quote. He says,
And she is a ballerina girl.
He says, she's fine. I can vouch for that. She does exactly what her father does. When the pressure's on, I don't eat. And Nicole is just not eating. He's claiming that it's all because of pressure.
Well, that's anorexia. When the pressure's on, she's just not eating. That's pretty much describing anorexia. Anorexics feel the pressure of society and the socialist aspects of the world, and they stop eating.
Well, he
so
claims...
anorexia is pretty much saying, my daughter has anorexia.
Right.
But
She's fine.
He's claiming, though, because, apparently she's getting married pretty soon.
I don't care what the pressure is. If you stop eating because of pressure, that's anorexia.
I understand that.
Does Lionel know that? Does Lionel understand that? Doesn't seem like you or him really understand that.
No, I understand that. I don't think Lionel understands that. But...
Steven.
Oh, I don't have it yet.
Oh, boy.
Drop the ball.
I didn't even think I had to ask.
I know. I didn't.
What a hack.
I didn't even think I had to ask, but I have to realize I'm dealing with a hack.
That's right.
Wow. I thought all I'd have to say, after working together all these years, all I'd have to say is, Steven.
Yeah, I know. That's all you should have to do.
And yet, apparently...
It takes a long time to load.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa!
I wanted the song, though, Steven.
Which one do you want?
Right. Which one do you think? I thought after working all these years together, I guess I have to work another 8 years with him or something like that, Terry.
I guess
Well,
so.
Dancing on the Ceiling is not available.
Oh, come on.
You've got to be joking.
You mean Delilah doesn't dedicate that to someone out there?
You think she would? Mm-hmm. I'm Ballerina Girl.
Oh.
Ooh. That's really going to get us going this morning.
Yeah, it is.
All right, give me a couple of notes.
Okay.
Yes.
Here you go.
Oh, jeez. Okay, that's all I need. It sounds like the Five-O song.
It sounds like a Casio keyboard that
Right.
somebody's playing in Radio Shack.
I think that's what Stephen was doing up there. He really couldn't find the song either, but he knows.
I've got All Night Long.
A couple of notes.
Mm-hmm. You don't have Dancing on the Ceiling.
I don't, but we can party like it's all night long. Actually, it has nothing to do with that song.
Right, I know.
But we can still do it.
But Prince wants to have a word with you.
The T-Man.
Look who winning, look who grinning, still balling in the mix. It's the incredible sticker style.
Hey, trill, cause all I wanna do is just with that in the air, in the guts I'ma kill. And I feel you love to do it up on the hill. Take every inch from behind, cause you know how I feel. So good, chill. And set your mouth tip for a minute while you lay on your back and I dig all in it. Hey, it is, yo. Oh, what's up? Can I play a chess, keep in touch? Crank you up like you ain't been. Show us all how to really give it up. Well, give me your number and I'll call and I'll follow that thing in the mall. Take you home so we can do it all while I'm being teared down, yo.
Does Eva Longoria have a new guy in her little black book?
Oh, jeez.
Eva Longoria jetted from Wisteria Lane to the red carpet at Cannes to join some stormtroopers and Jedi Knights at the famed French Film Fest.
Oh, yes,
So
the
did she.
premieres are happening all over the place, and Eva Longoria is hooking up with Darth Vader is the word, Terry.
Yeah, so I hear. Jeez.
She's making the rounds, man. That's a woman who's taken her popularity and running with it. From
You like that?
San Antonio Spurs guard Tony Parker to Darth Vader to all these other people she's been linked as far as having sexual intercourse with, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
She's been slammed by men from all professions.
Yeah. Well,
And now capping it off with Darth Vader.
wow.
I know
Mountain.
the big Cube 93 Star Wars premiere was last night.
Mm-hmm.
Pasty Dave is still just with that dumb smile on his face. you know that dumb smile? Yeah, the dumb smile that just won't leave as far as just feeling the Star Wars moment.
Nah, it's pretty much stuck, dude.
Same smile he had the first time he ever saw Sissy Sisterson changing Terry. Wow. And he's loving it.
Well,
And I'm just getting the sense from looking at him that he enjoyed last night's Star Wars installment, Terry, of It's the seventh. Is it the sixth or seventh movie of Star Wars? Probably sixth out of the 16 that will come.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, you had a good time.
Oh yeah, it was awesome, dude.
Oh jeez. Now, was that the real pasty or was that the fake pasty? With the real pasty, please laugh and tell me if you enjoyed the Star Wars premiere. Did it hold up to your expectations? Did it make it happen for you?
I don't think enjoyed is the right word.
Oh jeez.
It was everything I was hoping for.
Wow!
Well, because I'll tell you this. Expectations make things hard to accept when they actually happen.
Yeah.
I went to over the weekend in Las Vegas to the Wynn Hotel.
Yes.
The Wynn Hotel was built as the most expensive hotel ever put together as far as monetary costs.
Mm-hmm.
And it had all this kind of lead-in and all this fanfare.
Right.
And I went to the hotel, and it was all right. It didn't
hotel.
It didn't blow my socks off, Terry.
So it didn't exceed your expectations.
Didn't exceed, didn't even meet my trumped-up expectations.
Wow.
And no pun intended in that word. Donald Trump had nothing to do with it. Anyhow.
Will you stay there again?
I might stay at the Bellagio again next time.
Wow.
Yes.
All right, that tells you
It's
something.
a tough life. Anyhow. It was nice. It was a good hotel. It was a very cool hotel, but it didn't blow my socks off. So you're telling me, after all the expectations, all the build-up, all the lead-in, that Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, oh jeez. Seriously.
Like, it was cool to see the first two, the most recent two that have just come out here.
Of all the latest Star Wars installments, this one did it for you.
Just because it was cool just to see Star Wars again. It had been so long since we'd seen Star Wars. It was just cool to see it. But this one was it was good.
Wow.
It had been so long. It was like a year, wasn't it?
No,
the last one?
No, I mean seeing episode 1 and 2 since the original trilogy came out. It was just to see those first two. It was cool just to see the characters again.
So now, what are you doing in the theater when you're watching it? The big dumb smiles always there? Are you eating popcorn? Are you twisting your nipples? What are you doing when you're watching the movie to just make the moment that much more special for you?
Some popcorn and beverages were purchased.
Right.
And the feet. We had the good seats. We had the seats in the front row with the
good
rail
seats in the theater, Terry. Well, he's got the connections. Didn't need a scalper, Terry. He's got the inside track because. Heaven knows, you don't want to be in the upper deck. No. You don't want to be behind a beam in the theater.
No, you don't.
You got to have the box seats. You got to be sitting in the skybox. And that's how Pasty runs with it.
Mm-hmm.
You think front row's the best seat in a movie?
Well, it's the front row in the second section back there, so right behind the aisle.
Now, did you get so just into the moment of the Star Wars night that you all of a sudden realized you were feeling up Karen Wilde? Is that something that happened during the movie, and maybe she was just so into it herself that she never either noticed or it didn't bother her at all, or actually she kind of liked it? Hey, wait, I'm not twisting my nipples. I'm twisting Karen Wilde's nipples. Did that ever happen or not?
No, it did not happen.
Because you and Karen Wilde have a special relationship.
We do.
You've been working at this station here for a number of years, and you have this giggling pass-by in the hallways type situation happening, and many around here believe that you two have a crush on each other.
But don't want to admit it.
Don't want to admit it to yourselves, to each other, to anyone else. Mm-hmm. Maybe to the Sith. You admitted it to the Sith. Did you admit it to the Sith? What is a Sith, by the way?
The Sith are the bad Jedis, basically.
Well, there you go.
The dark side.
And did they get their revenge last night?
Oh, they did.
Oh, jeez!
Oh, man.
Well,
the revenge was had.
Did you get your revenge on Karen Wilde?
I did not. No, Karen wasn't even in the building last night. It was to my disappointment.
Really? She didn't even show.
Disappointment.
She didn't even show.
She is doing another premiere tonight.
She knew you wanted revenge on her Sith, and she stayed far away.
Right.
Wow.
She said, we don't want the rumors to keep flying.
Wow, she didn't show up. So you were there pretty much on your own, with the listeners surrounding you.
Yes.
And you not letting them know exactly who you were, I'm sure.
I kept it DL, yes.
You didn't have your Pasty Dave t-shirt on?
Yeah, no.
Nah,
Left it at home.
I had my Magnum sitting in the seat next to me.
Right. But with a fake mustache and glasses on, Terry, so it's fully disguised.
Hey, is that Bob?
No. Try again.
But so many Star Wars people have them. It was hard to notice which one was Dave.
Right.
But you're giving it 4 stars.
I am going to give it a full 4 stars.
A full 4 stars.
Wow.
You don't think you're overdoing it now? The people are going to be like seeing this movie going, what the hell are you doing? Giving it 4 stars. I took my family out, waited online, and then this is a 2-star movie.
If you see it and you're disappointed, call me up.
He's taking y'all
What are you going to
do? Yeah. What are you going to do?
Sorry, dude.
He's going to ask you to duel with the Magnum.
Wow.
Well, that's a pretty big review.
Yeah, it is.
By Pasty Dave.
What about people who haven't seen like the others? Would they be disappointed?
You could do it. I mean, you could pull it off, but it definitely helps to see 4, 5, and 6 first. Just because of a lot of the answers that they solve in this one.
Right. But just on the graphics standpoint, I mean, aren't the graphics cool enough that anyone who hasn't seen the first 5 can go see this one and be fine?
Oh, yeah, you'll definitely be entertained.
Wow.
So they tell you why Jabba the Hutt's so fat? Answers like that?
No Jabba.
The last scene is Jabba the Hutt going into Weight Watchers or what?
He was abused as a kid. It's all clear now why he's so heavy.
So all the questions for the Star Wars little legacy have been answered now.
I mean, quite a few of them. You don't get to get into Jabba too much in this one, but yes. A lot of the big questions were answered.
Does Jabba the Hutt kick ass?
Jabba's not in this one.
Oh, okay.
Well, Yoda.
Does Yoda kick any ass?
Yoda kicks a little ass.
Wow.
R2-D2 kicking ass.
R2-D2?
Come on, no
Garbage
way.
can. He can't do anything.
He's low to the ground. He's got a lot of leverage against you, Terry.
Yeah, I
He's
bet.
going to just bump into you. Hey, look out. What's he going to do?
Yeah, how is R2-D2 going to kick some ass? He's not he's not very with the agility there.
It was amazing. It was he does quite a few things. He's attacked by 2 droids at one point.
All right, don't
Whoa.
give it all away now.
No, you don't. Because, I mean, you want to see R2-D2 kick some ass.
That's right.
Did they leave it up in the air? So I guess the next one's already been made. So
The next 4 have. Anyhow.
yeah,
Remember Revenge of the Dollars?
Yeah.
Coming out soon.
The only one that may have enjoyed the pre-screening of Star Wars more than Pasty Dave sounds like Eva Longoria had her own little fun at the premiere.
Eva Longoria jetted from Wisteria Lane to the red carpet at Cannes to join some stormtroopers and Jedi Knights at the famed French Film Fest. So did she hook up with Darth Vader himself? Her people aren't commenting, but according to the New York Daily News, yes, she did.
Ow!
After Eva
With that kind of breathing, Terry, tell me that wouldn't, for a woman, be a lot of oral fun, Terry.
Oh, tons of.
All right? When you have a man in your world, I imagine, Terry, that's going down, and that can make for quite the exhilarating moment, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. Sure.
Okay.
It's a treat.
He doesn't even have to break the tongue out to play. He just breathe.
Right.
After Eva knocked them dead in an aqua dress on the red carpet.
Oh.
According to the paper, she was spotted canoodling with soon-to-be Sith Lord Hayden Christensen.
Hayden Christensen.
He's the man about town.
Mm-hmm. And Eva Longoria in her turquoise dress, aqua dress, what'd they say? Aqua dress. She probably looks good in an aqua dress.
Sure she does.
Okay, I just needed that moment. With her hair color and her skin tone, I imagine she looks pretty hot in an aqua dress.
I think I like Aquaman a little better.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
Well, you can have them. Okay. I'll take Eva in the aqua dress. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you're gonna go this weekend to see it?
What's that now?
You gonna go see it this weekend?
I
guess not.
I would say that's a no.
don't know.
Not a big Star Wars fan.
I don't know.
It's more of a chance if you go to the Storm home opener on Saturday.
I got people coming from D.C. this weekend.
Oh, nice.
And I got a child now who's 3 months old. All right?
He'd love it.
Right.
The Star Wars people would love him in the movie, too.
So I don't see it happening this weekend for me, but I'll get all your reports. How does that sound? Does that sound good?
It does.
I'll even get one from Schwager.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
So did Pacey?
What are your thoughts on Eva Longoria in an aqua dress there, Schwager? Does it do anything for you?
No.
Does nothing for you?
No. I don't even know her.
A 19-year-old
I haven't even seen her.
should have amazing thoughts. This is what I was doing at 17, 18, 19, even for younger than that, Terry. If I heard about Eva Longoria, who's one of the hottest properties in Hollywood today.
Right.
She's got some hot-ass property, Terry.
Yeah.
You do things with the thought of Eva Longoria in an aqua dress.
Yeah.
Now, maybe growing up in a trailer, that's tougher to find access to do those things, but you find your corners, you find your spots. And you could care less. Is that right, Swagger? You could care less about Eva Longoria in an aqua dress.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. All right.
What would you say you care about?
Well, I think that's my own business.
Hey, he's a little testy this morning.
No, in other words, that means he can't think of a thing that he cares about in this world. Why is that so private? Why can't you just tell us what you care about in this world?
Well, I really can't think of anything off.
There you go.
Oh, you were right.
Mm-hmm.
How was the field trip?
Oh, it was great. I won something.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He had the Como 4 field trip with
That'd be awesome.
with his classmates yesterday, Terry.
Oh, look, I think I see Cindy Reinhardt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, let me go ask her about Young and the Restless.
Picture with Kathy Gertzen.
Wow. Let me tell you, the possibilities are endless when you're on the Como 4 field trip. Did you see my restaurant there, Schwager, in the building?
Oh, yeah. Man, talk about a lot of TVs.
Yes, we have put a few TVs in there. There's one at every table, Schwager.
I noticed.
That's right. Now, did you have
Schwager
lunch?
doesn't even have one. And
Fortunately, I did not have the money to go eat at your restaurant.
You didn't have lunch at Sport. If you would have told me, I would have told you to just have lunch and put it on my tab.
Well, I was thinking about doing that, but I'm not sure if they would believe me.
He's already thinking about doing it.
You should have gone up.
I'm not sure if you're.
Well, if you would have given me a little advance warning, you should have told me. You could have gone up to the manager, said you were a friend of the show, and he would call me, and we'd put it on my tab. Did you have time to have lunch at Sport?
I had about 40 minutes.
Huh, Sport?
Plenty.
You had 40 minutes.
Plenty of time,
You
right?
could have 6 lunches in 40 minutes.
There you go.
Yeah, well, I wasn't able to get a hold of you again because
Cindy Reinhardt has 6 lunches at Sport every day.
Probably a couple cocktails, too.
Yeah.
after I called you on the bus, nobody's cell phone would work, so I couldn't call you.
All right,
They
well.
don't work in Seattle. Cell phones.
Yes.
Did you meet Steve Poole, your idol, your weatherman idol?
Unfortunately, I did not.
What else did he do at Como? You walked through the restaurant. Did you like it?
I was not able to walk through the restaurant.
Oh, you just
because
looked in the
we were being
window?
Chaperoned around.
You were being chaperoned around. You couldn't break off from the group.
Yes.
All right, dude.
But I did win something.
You won something? What'd you
Yes.
win?
2 tickets to Star Wars.
Oh, well, see, you can win it in all kinds of places. But that's for a premiere coming up. Our premiere already happened.
I know.
We have the first premiere.
Mm-hmm.
And this thing's for tonight.
All right, well,
At
that's
7.
exciting. Well,
And I can't use the tickets.
oh, you can't?
No.
Well,
I have work.
there you go. Sounds like eBay's calling you.
you
Anyway.
shouldn't have taken them.
Yeah, why'd you take them? Why don't you give them to some other...
Well, they had this little...
All right, whatever.
Yeah.
So what do you do on the bus? Do you make Google eyes at someone?
Actually, I got in a heated debate with somebody by the name
jeez.
of Liz in my video class about a tsunami happening in Western Washington.
Mm.
And then everybody just went silent as we argued, and then next thing you know, the bus hits the ferry boat and the light goes out.
Sounds like field trips for you are different than the ones I went on.
Oh, yeah.
We weren't arguing about natural disasters on the field trips we were on back in the day, Terry.
Yeah, neither were we.
We were, well, there were those that were hooking up on the bus, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Scrunching down and doing what they could do without...
Getting caught?
Well, I guess getting caught, but the teacher chaperones, whoever they weren't looking to catch anyone.
Right.
And there was those eating their lunch early.
Okay. Hot shot.
It's 20 video students.
All right, well, that says a lot.
Yeah.
20 video students, all on one bus.
The AV club.
And you're wondering why there's this unbelievable intellectual debate about tsunamis, and I'm sure Schwager held his own in the argument.
I'm sure he did.
And why was your perspective that there'll never be a tsunami?
No, mine was that there could be.
Mm-hmm. You were taking the pro-tsunami
Yes.
in Seattle side.
Yes.
We could all be potentially capable of drowning if there was some ocean kind of earthquake plate get-together kind of situation. The water could come rushing on.
As far as I-5.
As far as I-5. But not to 405.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, well, then we're safe.
Then we're safe.
Yes.
He's got it all, he's got it all figured out.
405 always backed up anyway.
Right?
Gives a crap.
Schwager says the water will touch I-5, not quite to 405.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So if you need to move, ladies and gentlemen, based on Schwager's forecast to the east side of the state, or at least the east side of Western Washington, it may be greatly advised.
Oh, he's like Nostradamus.
Mm-hmm.
Watch it. I'll come over there.
Wow.
Oh, jeez, there he goes
I have no
again.
school this Friday. I could
Taking
come
you
over
on
there.
again.
Here we go.
All right, dude. Anyhow.
Kilbreath, don't say that stuff.
I'm glad that you got a lot out of your Como 4 little tour.
Mm-hmm.
Was it your first time touring a TV station in the whole high school campaign that you just are now completing, or what?
Second time there.
Second time.
Wow.
When in doubt, when they have nothing pretty much
Better
planned,
do.
let's take them to Como 4. Why would they take you twice?
I've been in advanced video twice.
All right. Whatever.
I've probably been in a lot of classes twice. I have a hunch.
That's why I'm
you're
19
19,
and
yeah,
graduating.
Yes.
You're going to love it when you're 25.
But you are graduating this year, right?
Yes, I am.
They're not letting you stick around for yet another year.
No way is that gonna
Okay.
Do we get an invitation?
To what?
To his graduation, the announcement.
No, I don't want one. That means I got to give a gift.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Well, now we'll get
All right, dude.
Got a registry.
Have a good last, 3 weeks now?
About 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Wow.
What's
Go late.
If you could have one goal for the last 4 weeks, what would that be? I mean, it's your last 4 weeks of high school. You'll never have another day of high school in your life after 4
Getting
weeks.
out of here without getting injured.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a pretty
Those
good
are
goal.
lofty goals, let me tell you.
Got quite a future, huh?
Oh, no. People are calling in for your tickets, though, if you can't use them. Are you expecting to sell them, or are you going to be generous and give them away?
Well, they would have to get over here and get them from me, but yeah, I'll give them away.
You'll give them away for free.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what caller wants to drive out and meet Schwager
Wow.
in the high school parking lot.
Right.
That'll look
a
good.
double bonus
That'll
there.
look good on the video cameras.
Yeah.
The transaction in the high school parking lot. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, you want Schwager's tickets?
Sure.
You willing to drive out to South Kitsap?
What?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot. All right, Schwager, have a good day. Yeah, right, bye.
The T-Man.
In just a little over 24 hours from now, the episode that answers all your Star Wars questions hits the big screen across America.
Ow! Oh, there it is. It's happening.
Good. Takes on evil in George Lucas's Star Wars, The Revenge of the Sith. Already the crowds are lining up. Our cameras caught up with a few fans camping out in Seattle and trying to stay dry at the Cinerama in downtown Seattle.
Cinerama.
Yeah, man, I got a fort. Check it out. See,
The guy's got a fort, Terry.
Wow.
He's got a fort insulating him from the rain.
Yeah, man, I got a fort. Check it out. See, I've got the bag covering my legs, and then I put this one on top.
Yeah.
And I put a whole little hole in it.
And then I'm a ready-made homeless person. There you go.
Be ready for his future.
That's, yes, how to become a homeless man, Terry, in 3 easy steps.
Cool.
See, I've got the bag covering my legs, and then I put this one on top.
Yes.
And I put a whole little hole in it.
And then when I go into the theater, I smell like crap.
Right.
That's what it's going to be, Terry. It's going to be a Cinerama full of people who haven't showered for 6 days.
Wow.
Isn't that a nice movie-going experience when midnight hits tomorrow night or tonight, right?
Tonight, yeah.
Tonight at midnight.
At midnight.
See, I've got the bag covering my legs, and then I put this one on top.
Yeah.
And I put a whole little hole in it.
I bet your mom's proud, huh?
That's how nerds keep dry.
The first showing of Star Wars is 12:01 Thursday morning, which is really about Wednesday night as you head to bed. So technically Thursday morning.
Okay.
Really Wednesday at midnight.
She's even having more problems than I am with it.
Well, it's not technically Wednesday night.
Figuring it all out. What's that now, Stan?
Well, it's not technically Wednesday night. It'd be technically Thursday morning.
Well, why don't you give her a phone call?
That'd be funny there.
And tell her she couldn't read news. She couldn't hold your jockstrap when it comes to reading news.
She does a nice job.
Have you ever owned a jockstrap? Jockstraps are very popular these days, Steve.
I think I must have had to have one
right.
when I was in school. Or
Yeah, when you're in the band, you have to have one.
Yes.
Well, you take PE.
The way you play the clarinet, you better have a jockstrap.
Not supposed to hold it there, sir.
Ah.
So Wednesday night as you head to bed. So technically Thursday morning, really
so she did
Wednesday
get
at
it right.
midnight.
Wow.
I've got my tickets.
Oh, she's excited.
Wow, she is.
And she's whispering so that the viewers at home can't hear what she's saying.
I think it'd be funny if they said, well, here we're playing Monster-in-Law. I don't know why you guys are all here.
Right. Well, the guy that used Fandango walks right by him. See you later.
Yeah.
She's whispering in the co-anchor's ear, Terry, I've got my tickets.
Yeah.
And I want to give you oral in the theater.
Wow. Really?
I've always wanted to. Don't worry, they can't hear what we're saying right now. You're so handsome. Back to the news.
Yeah, I know. Oh, excuse us. I've caught us in a moment.
I've got my tickets.
She's turning me on, Terry.
Is she?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Really?
I don't even know what she looks like.
Oh, my gosh.
Got my tickets.
It's the way she's whispering like that. It's getting me a little aroused.
I've got my tickets.
It's not doing anything for you?
No. She's got her tickets.
Really Wednesday at midnight.
Wow.
I've got my tickets.
Oh, jeez. Is she hot?
I've
She's very
never
cute.
seen
Yeah,
her.
I think she is.
What's she look like?
She's Asian, and she's very
Which
pretty.
one?
I'm
Where does
not quite sure.
Where does she rank on my Rate the Asians chart, Terry, that I have right there on the full
Over there?
wall to the left?
I'm not sure which Asian she is,
Oh,
but
jeez.
she's cute, very
Okay.
pretty.
So it doesn't matter as far as my ranking of the Asians to you. It doesn't have any significance to you.
No.
Well, does it matter to you that it has all the significance in the world to me?
Well,
my ranking of the Asians? Does that matter to you at all?
Really Wednesday at midnight.
Wow.
I've got my tickets. I got mine too, baby.
Give her a call and whisper to her on the phone.
Share the same popcorn. I'll cut a hole in the bottom.
Wow.
Jeez.
Is that how that works?
Stick my little dingy through it, Terry.
You gotta hope she
And
eats
then
it all.
it'll be the revenge of the Sith personified.
What about all that buttery topping?
Terry knows how it works.
Oh, yeah.
apparently.
She's been tricked a few times.
This is a subject Terry's familiar with.
This is a popcorn. 7th grade in the Tri-Cities, man.
Mhm.
I've got my tickets.
Let's do another for you guys.
Yeah, it sounds like Darth Vader a little bit.
Oh, jeez.
I've got my tickets.
Okay. Anyhow.
I got my lightsaber.
All right, you're running for me, Stu.
Yeah, when he does it.
Yes,
Definitely
please.
out.
Why does he want to play along?
Why did Pasty leave the studio?
Uh-oh.
Doing something for me, dude.
Pasty just walked out of the studio.
Oh, yeah.
The Magnum Derangement!
Watch out.
What else is going on in the world, Terry?
Well, if you don't get the UPN channel and can't watch Brittany and Kevin's chaotic show.
Oh, you're back so quick. Man, that was fast.
Oh.
He printed me out a picture of the news anchor.
There you go.
All right, I'm done. Anyhow. She's not bad. She's cute. She's too cutesy. Anyhow.
Okay.
She don't got that air from me. Anyway, what was now mad about the UPN?
UPN, if
My
you don't
favorite
get
channel.
the UPN channel.
How do you not get the UPN channel?
I guess some people don't
Now,
in
wait
this
a minute.
country.
Even if you don't get cable, don't you get the UPN channel as part of your basic TV?
It's not in some markets, though.
All
It's
right.
not in all the markets.
All right, what happens if you don't get the UPN
Well,
channel?
because that's where Brittany and Kevin's chaotic show is on.
Now, did that premiere last night?
It did.
Are you sure it was last night?
Yes.
I didn't see
It was, yeah.
I heard they were also doing the top 10 list on Letterman. Anyone see that?
Did not.
No.
Oh, jeez. And they also made an appearance on
Ellen DeGeneres' show.
They made the rounds yesterday.
Yes, they did. MTV is going to begin airing the episodes that have already aired on May 26th.
Do you want to hear what Kevin Federline told Ellen DeGeneres, Terry?
What's that?
Yeah, man, I got a fork. Check it out.
I got a fork. Check it out.
Ellen was impressed, Terry.
See, I've got the bag covering my legs, and then I put this one on top, and I put a whole little hole in it. That's how nerds keep dry.
Yes.
Really?
This is what it sounds like when nerds are dry.
I've got my tickets.
Oh, what's
So
now?
MTV is going to, air the reruns, basically.
MTV is airing UPN reruns.
Yes,
this
they
is
are.
a sad day in the
Starting
life of,
on May 26th.
in the life of MTV. It is a sad moment.
It used to be cool, I thought.
MTV has to take the UPN hand-me-downs.
Yep.
Are they gonna air Moesha 2?
Moesha 2.
While they're at it, Revenge of the bitch.
Wow.
Couldn't think of something. Anyway, wow. Well, that's exciting for MTV. Let me tell you.
Big day
Moving
for
on
them.
up, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, Meet the Parkers will be next.
Wonderful, wonderful news. So we can all enjoy
Yes.
Brittany and
Kevin.
Kevin's wild, adventurous fun.
Wild adventurous fun.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
You gonna watch it? I T-voted it.
May
I
20. You
T-voted
did?
as well.
Oh, my gosh. May 26th is the MTV rerun.
Well, I'm
date.
going to need to watch the rerun because I
Yes?
did not TiVo
Oh,
it.
wow.
But don't worry because
Got my tickets.
yes.
All right. We'll see you there.
All right.
Want some popcorn?
Oh jeez. What else is going on, Terry?
Bill Maher is back in the news. Apparently, he's
Bill Maher.
Yeah, Isn't that
all right?
Okay. He is dating a young lady by the name of Karen Steffens. She is African American, and she's a 26-year-old model.
Oh, wasn't he like sued by some African American woman for
alimony suit for $9 million, but he got out of that.
Oh, he did.
Yes,
because he was supposedly abusing her during their relationship and not treating her with dignity and respect, which is the way you're supposed to treat a woman.
Not when her name's Coco.
Oh,
Or Nancy Coco Johnson.
Right.
Yes.
So he's back dating
another African American model.
a beautiful black woman.
Yes, and apparently she's appeared in a bunch of different hip hop videos. She claims that that they're dating, that he's her boyfriend, and she has also got a book coming out called Confessions of a Video Vixen.
Right.
This book. She talks about her adventures with Vin Diesel,
geez.
Shaquille O'Neal, Usher,
wow.
Ja Rule, Fred Durst.
Okay, so she's suggesting she's had sex with Shaquille O'Neal.
Yes.
And Ja
Vin
Rule
Diesel.
and Vin Diesel, and now she's moved
Usher.
on to Bill Maher.
Right on.
Seems to make sense.
Apparently,
That's
she's
like MTV taking UPN reruns.
Well, I guess.
Yeah, when you think hip hop video, you think Bill Maher.
Yeah, he's really hip.
You think Bill Maher's excited to be reading about this?
Well,
That his new girlfriend has been with Vin Diesel and Ja Rule and Shaquille O'Neal.
That'd be a page turner.
well, she allegedly has a nice little nickname, and she is happy about it. Would you like to hear her nickname?
I've got my tickets.
Okay, no, that's not it.
Oh, jeez, what is it?
Superhead.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Book comes out June 28th.
Well, I got to pre-order Superhead's book on Amazon now, Terry.
Okay. Jeez.
Because when your nickname is Superhead, they line up for your biography.
She must be really smart.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Sounds like it.
That's what Superhead implies, of course. That in that Superhead is a super brain, and she's got a lot to pour onto the pages.
Yes.
Imagine reading about your girlfriend in a book. Oh, I'm almost to the Vin Diesel chapter. I can't wait. God.
Shaquille was kind of boring,
Right.
but hey.
Lord,
I can't believe what she did with Ja Rule. Now I got to find out what she did with Vin Diesel.
Right. That's what you need in your life.
Now, do we believe that she has been with all these guys that she claims she's been with? Do we believe a woman who makes that claim? Have any of these guys come out and said, I don't know this woman, I never heard of her, I can't believe I'm in her book being talked about how I brought her the ruckus and she was... I'm reading here screaming with ecstasy, and I have never even shook hands with this woman. Is that happening or no?
Thus far, I do not have any response from any of those gentlemen.
When Superhead claims that she took you down, you just play along.
What a great name.
I think I can get you some pictures.
Of Superhead?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to see Superhead.
Okay.
I think if we saw her, we could figure out whether it's true or not.
All right, if I see Superhead and give her a once-over even on a piece of paper, Terry, we'll be able to pretty much confirm whether she's been with all the guys she claims. So where can I get the picture of Superhead?
Well, I'm getting it. I gave the website to
Pasty.
He's
Pasty's
handling
still
the
in-
business.
He's still in a Star Wars days,
I
Terry.
know. Snap out of it.
He saw the flick last night, and he's still... Oh, jeez. You all right in there?
I am fine.
Oh, okay.
Just type it with my
Give me
Magnum.
some Superhead.
Oh, boy.
Whoa, easy.
Man.
I want to know what he's doing in there, Terry. But he's in a good mood this morning.
Yeah.
He saw Revenge of the Sith before the average person.
Yeah.
Still have a throbbing tall boy from it, too.
Oh, jeez.
Gets in the way of the mic
Is
sometimes.
that right, Pasty?
Yeah, sorry, dude.
Yes.
I'll try to fix it.
It's good that he's only high on the movie. That's great.
Well, yeah.
Not at
That's
28.
questionable.
Steven, do you read Superhead's book cover to cover?
I can't wait. I think it's going to be one to read to the whole family.
All right, here's a picture of Oh, I like Superhead. Yes.
Do ya?
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Bill Maher, what is he, like 50-something?
He is 49.
There's a story about him in Seattle when
49?
he was at Club Medusa. Remember that?
Oh, honestly, I know a guy, who claims, apparently I know a woman that I heard about the story through a guy, Terry, that I have messed around with back way in the day, and about 5 years ago, and she has had sex with Bill Maher when he came to town. He apparently is able to hook up big time.
Really?
I don't know why, Terry. He's a weird-looking guy.
Yes.
An old guy.
Yes.
Not that big a star, and yet he goes out, I guess, if you're even a pseudo-star, a medium-sized star, Terry, and you go out to the clubs,
Then hey.
you're hooking up. Yeah. And now he's with Superhead.
Mm-hmm. Are you getting her book?
I like Superhead, Terry.
Do you?
Yeah.
Good.
He's got this real, dazed look. And when they're dazed and confused, that increases my chances.
Hey, smoke this.
Mm-hmm.
Also increases your chances.
Did I tell you she's 26 years of age?
Yes, you did.
Okay, I didn't know.
And she's with 49-year-old Bill Maher, Terry.
She is. She's claiming that he's taking her to the BET Awards.
And you said that she's been in many a rap video. Is that also something you said?
Yes, hip-hop videos.
And through those hip-hop videos, she's been able to have sex with many a megastar, Terry.
Mm-hmm. She was in Vin Diesel's A Man Apart. She was in that movie with him. That's when they said, okay, yes, got the tickets there.
Right. They're camped out right now, Terry, the Cinerama. For A Man Apart, too.
Or for Superhead, either one.
Right. Well, that's the case. Superhead showing up at the Cinerama. Get me my plastic bag. Come out there.
The T-Man.
Look who winning, look who grinning, still ballin'.
The teen from Houston had the best grades in her class, but the district won't let her be valedictorian. They said Karen Scher was not enrolled correctly, but instead was in a treatment center coping with anorexia.
Oh, well, that's a shame. I guess you can't be anorexic and valedictorian in the same year, Terry.
No.
They cancel each other out. That's a damn shame. I don't understand the point of that story. What? She went into a treatment center for anorexia, and because of that, she wasn't... What was the point of that? Anyone catch that, Steven? Are you there? Are you with us?
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing up there? You all right? In your own little studio in this building?
I'm doing fine. Yeah, thanks. I think that because she was not enrolled properly in the classes, that they have disallowed her to be the valedictorian.
How hard is it to enroll for a high school class, for high school classes? I mean, what? She missed too many days? Is that what they're saying? Because she was in an anorexia treatment center or something like that?
I think she was taking classes at the center or something like that. They were giving her work there.
It's a lot easier to do your algebra at the anorexia treatment center than the high schools that she went to. Is that the point?
I don't think that's the point, but who knows? I mean, it doesn't make much sense as to why they wouldn't let her do it.
They're not sticklers with having you try to find X at the anorexia treatment center than they are at school. They just want you to eat a cracker or two. Right. Was that the point?
They don't want skinny girls up on stage making speeches.
Huh?
At graduation.
Oh, geez.
The teen from Houston had the best grades in her class, but the district won't let her be valedictorian. They said Karen Scher was not enrolled correctly, but instead was in a treatment center coping with anorexia.
Huh. Fascinating.
You're not allowed to be two big words at the same time, I think. Valedictorian and anorexic.
Wow.
It's a lot of big words. They disallow that.
Yes.
It's too confusing.
I got it. Well, there you go.
Fat and stupid, that's another thing. That's two small words.
They had plenty of those students, I bet.
Right.
No problem, no problem. Okay, what else? What else is going on in the world that maybe we can make heads or tails out of here, Terry?
I have a quick update for you.
Especially tails. Yes, what's that?
The man who had a fractured penis yesterday, I told you about that. He was trying to sue his ex-lover. He has just found out he cannot sue her in the court of law.
For negligence? He wanted to sue her for negligence because she made a sharp right turn.
Right, without...
On a schlong without any warning, and he fractured the penis.
Yes.
He was going to sue her for damages. He's been told, stay out of our courtroom.
Right. The woman isn't legally responsible for her boyfriend's injuries.
Get out of our courtroom. You already got your dick in a sling. You'll have your ass in a sling if you don't get the hell out of here, sir. Is that what they told him or what?
Well, I don't think so much in those types of terms, but sure.
So what's the problem? The evidence wouldn't stand up in court, but what's the problem? Why can't the man sue? The man has...
I just told you. The court ruled that the woman isn't legally responsible for her...
Why not? She was perhaps negligent when she rode him like a bandit on the way out of town without warning, Terry. He expected lovemaking.
Yes.
He got hard pile driving sex activity, Terry, to the point where it fractured his penis and has now maimed him for life.
Right.
His quality of living may be completely diminished. And he doesn't have even a courtroom or a judge or a jury to listen to his tale.
Nope, and pretty much they're saying, you know what? Make love at your own risk there, buddy.
So that's the standard golden rule. Ladies and gentlemen out there, make sure you're aware at all times that you are making love at your own risk.
Yes.
What about all these dudes who are suing the guy for giving them AIDS or some story that I heard about recently? Aren't you making love at your own risk?
Yes.
Very true.
Well, you can only sue someone on a fractured Friday? Is that the deal? And it was Tuesday?
Right, that's the problem.
and they told him to get the hell out of the courthouse. I feel bad for the man with the maimed penis.
Come on.
Stop.
But we'll maybe get into more of this later, Terry. I can only handle so much at one time. What else? What else is going on?
In a recent survey of women interviewed by Cosmopolitan magazine.
Because I'll tell you right now, there's an email floating around this morning, around this building, that has caught my attention, Terry.
Okay.
That I'm not sure how I want to handle this, but it's getting me a little angry. All right? And there's been emails in the past that have gotten my attention, A, and have raised my anger, B,
True.
and had me go into a rant, C.
Wow.
Now, I'm done with A and B.
Yes.
And I'm telling you right now.
Is C right around the corner?
C's on its way!
Oh, jeez.
All right?
All right.
Just not sure how I want to handle this yet.
All right.
But there's an email, an all-company email. Is that what this is?
Correct.
I'm reading it for the first time like 2 seconds ago, Terry.
Someone stole the yogurt again?
Damn it.
This is bigger than someone stealing the Mountain Huckleberry yogurt out of the refrigerator. All right? This is a little more agitating than Kilbreath having his Mountain Huckleberry yogurt stolen out of the refrigerator.
Okay.
And what other emails have we had in the past? All company cleanup day emails?
Oh, you loved that.
Jeez.
That kind of irked me.
Yes.
I did pressure
Don't bring
wash.
your kids in. And...
Yes, don't bring your kids in on all company cleanup day. I did pressure wash Sue the controller's bunt, Terry.
Oh, that's right, you
So
did.
It worked out very well for everyone in the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
Including her.
She was fresh and clean.
Now this email is sent out by someone I don't even know.
Okay.
But it's sent to the entire company here, Terry. And I'm going to get into it in a couple of seconds. I want to hear one more story out of you.
Well, I was going to give you a little...
since you already started the stat. Yes, go ahead.
Now, this, like I said, it was a survey of women interviewed by Cosmopolitan magazine.
Yes, I've heard of it.
2/3 of women admitted they have had a one-night stand.
Oh, jeez. Put out an old company email on that, Terry. Okay. And make sure this building is holding up its end of the bargain. 2/3.
How do you spell that noise, by the way, though?
Yeah, do you?
It's just a little bit longer as far as letters than valedictorian. Anyway.
Yes.
That means about 66.6666%, Terry.
Sure.
Yes. That means if you have not had a one-night stand in your lives, ladies, you're in the minority. That's a shame.
There's a however of this stat.
There's a however?
Yes.
I don't know if I want to hear. But I don't know if I want to hear the however. I'll take on the butt, Terry.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. But as far as the however, I have a feeling the however is going to put a damper on this the way you're phrasing it there, Terrence.
All right.
So let's just sit and think about the awesome thought. And it is an awesome thought. It's a true fact, and I don't think anyone's blown away or surprised by this figure. That 66% of women out there, 2/3 of women out there, have had a one-night stand in their life. And the others are either lying or fat.
Wow.
Take your pick. But let's just let it all sink in. Let's have it all just absorb into our bodies.
Can we take a moment? Is that
Let's
it?
take yeah, you're getting it now, Terry. We're going to take a moment, and we're going to think about how at least 66% of women have had a one-night stand. That means you meet someone, and on that same day, when the day before you didn't even know them from Job, you meet someone, and on the same day, you get naked. Well, not necessary, but...
Right.
Unzip at least.
Yes, you unzip something. Right. Something snaps open
or pulls down.
Right. Oh, yeah, you got it.
Yeah,
and
got all the methods.
And you have sex with them.
I got my yoga mat ready.
Wow. It's an awesome thought until you think about the woman you're with, and that the odds are that she's had a one-night stand in her life.
That's true. 2/3 of women. One of our women has, or two of them have.
Wow.
Out of the three.
Yeah, that's right. Hotshot's going to be married in July. He's got the big bachelor party coming up this weekend. Stephen Kilbreath has been married for 4 years.
That's correct.
I'm a married man, Terry, with a 3-month-old child. And that means 2, if the statistic is holding up, 2 out of the 3 of our ladies met a guy and couldn't wait to the next sunrise, Terry, to have sex with him.
Are we taking bets on which one?
Which ones?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Terry's following along.
Do the math.
Well, which one didn't, I guess?
Well, I guess you got to figure it this way. Terry has had enough for all our ladies.
Yeah, that's
She bumped the average up. How many one-night stands have you had in your life there, Terrence? Be honest. Oh, one. Just one. Yes.
No alcohol involved.
Oh, wow. It was a clear-headed thinking night.
Clear-headed thinking night.
You should have said alcohol. Would have made you sound better. I didn't know what I was doing. I was really drunk. Nope.
Oh, I can admit to it.
I just wanted a one-night
problem
stand.
with it, Pretty much.
Terry wants to have everyone know that it was a conscious decision she made.
Enough.
With much thought involved.
Not really.
And she decided to give it a go that night. And do you remember what year this was, Terry? Were you doing it on horseback? You are kind of an elderly lady over there.
I think it was like 91-ish.
91-ish. And if you can think back to that night, Terry.
Oh, yeah.
Or you on the eastern side of the state?
No, I was over here.
You're here on the western side of the state. Do you remember what city?
Seattle.
It was in downtown Seattle.
It was.
Oh, the old 79 Barracuda.
What?
Yes. And were you in Pioneer Square, Belltown? Were you in Capitol Hills areas?
I was downtown with a girlfriend.
Downtown meaning Pioneer Square, Belltown, Capitol Hill, Terry. I guess Capitol Hill is kind of eliminated from downtown, right?
Right.
It's close.
Belltown or Pioneer Square, Terry? Do you know the difference?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, really, quite honestly, it wasn't like it was. We went to a show.
Oh, you went to a show?
We went to a comedy show and.
Comedy shows. That'd be more Pioneer Square, yes.
Oh, Yakov Smirnoff killed that night.
Then we went to a club dancing to Rico Suave.
Oh my God.
And Terry was all giggled up from the comedy show. That 2-drink minimum does it every time. But you said you weren't drinking. And you met some handsome stranger.
I did. Get past the 2-drink minimum if you don't drink.
Well, you can have Sprite, Stephen.
I guess that's true.
Yeah. And when you met this handsome stranger in Pioneer Square, Terry, do you do it at a paid parking space? What do you do?
No.
What happens there?
It was at a hotel.
It was you went to a hotel.
Yes.
Oh, this is so lovely.
Did you already have the hotel booked?
No.
Oh, wow.
Stumbling. I need a room. Here's my card.
That's great.
You weren't drunk. Was he drunk as hopscotch is now describing, Terry?
No.
I need your bathroom. I need to throw up. Be right back to sign for the card.
So you took a room for what, an hour, 2 hours?
No, he was staying there.
He was staying there.
Yes.
Was he from out of town?
Yes.
Oh.
The handsome stranger from out of town. Terry thought you could get away with it until 15 years later.
No.
14 years later, it comes up in conversation.
Was he a professional athlete?
No.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, just your own business.
Mr. Jordan, what are you doing here at the Comedy Loft?
Comedy Loft.
Oh, whatever it's called. What was the place called that you went to? Giggles?
It was, Paramount.
Comedy Underground.
No? Paramount?
It was a show at the Paramount.
It was a show at the Paramount.
Yes.
Wow, that's big time.
Yeah, that is big time.
Don't recall his name, but...
It was a comedian at the Paramount. You don't remember. Are you making this up as you go along, sir?
No. My husband even knows about it.
Your husband knows about it? Well, it's because he's listening right now. He's hearing
No,
about it.
he knows about it.
Wow. Terry, you said there was a but or a what, or there was a however in your statistic.
Yes.
Not that we're done with this conversation. Believe me, I'm sure
believe me, I know.
We'll be getting back to this, but I want to give you a moment to have your memory get a little clearer. Oh, jeez. Was the comedian opening for Chuck Mangione that night, Terry?
No, he wasn't.
That'd have been a big show.
Right!
I'd go to that today.
Yeah, that would be cool.
As much as you guys dog it out, you're right there with it.
Was it a host of comic acts that night, or was it just one main star at the Paramount? It was like one of those big slew of comedian nights.
Sure enough.
You can't remember one comedian that was there?
Bill Bellamy, Dale Hughley.
And you went with a friend?
Yes. Actually, Hot Shot knows my friend that I went with.
But you
she used to babysit him.
She used to babysit him?
Yes,
Terry,
when she was tight.
I don't want to say
kind of information you may not want to give away to just kind of reveals your age. Anyhow, this friend of yours that you went with is not the person you left the Paramount with.
Actually,
obviously.
I did leave with her.
Okay, fine. But in a matter of speaking, Terry.
Right.
You didn't leave. You came with her. You didn't leave with her.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
She was a hot babysitter, though.
Somebody.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
So why don't you give us a first name? Just.
Oh, that'd be Shelley.
Oh.
Not Cheryl, but.
So you go with Shelley.
I used to hit on her when I was 4 all the time.
Oh,
Come on,
geez.
baby. I tricked out my big wheel. Got new rims.
Wow. Pimp my big wheel. It's going to be a big new special.
Yeah, well.
Okay, let me see if I understand this night right. I need more music.
Jeez.
Okay. You go with Shelley to the Paramount to enjoy your comedic night of fun.
Yes.
The comedians on stage are making it happen. Everyone's rolling in the aisles.
Right.
From 2 rows away, you hear the laugh of a tall, dark stranger. That laugh is doing something for you. You find yourself getting moist.
Oh, my God.
You glance over your shoulder to realize that he's looking back at you in the same way you're looking back at him.
Sure.
He's enjoying your giggle as much as you are his. Your eyes lock, and that need, that animal attraction, that overwhelming desire starts to intensify. And then he says, "Hey, baby, you want to do me?"
And I say, "Oh, yeah."
He said, "If you give me some of those juji fruits."
Juji fruits.
You race off. What's the nearest hotel to the Paramount? There's one right across the street.
Well, it used to be the one with the cloud room in it.
Yeah, the cloud room. That cloud room doesn't exist anymore?
Nah, it's a new hotel.
Really?
Yeah, they blew it out. I don't know why. Stupid move.
Blew out the cloud room.
Yeah. Different owners now.
How do you blow out the cloud room? What do they do with the cloud room now? It's not like a little business meeting room now or
Probably
something?
a workout room.
No, it's like apartments now or something.
It used to be the Camlin. Now it's a different thing.
The Camlin. That was the hotel, right?
Nice joint.
It was a nice traditional old flavor hotel.
It's cool.
Is that where you did it, Terry? Did they tear down your sex when they tear down the Camlin?
No.
Did they tear down your one-nighter?
No. The hotel is still standing.
The hotel that you made love in.
Sure.
With your tall, dark stranger, Terry?
Yeah.
Was he a tall, dark stranger?
Actually, it was, yeah.
So did you drive to Aurora, or did you follow him there?
Oh, jeez. Do you know where he is today?
No, I do not.
Mm-hmm. Do you like talking about this situation?
It doesn't bother me.
Oh, jeez. Are you sure it doesn't bother you? Or are you kind of uncomfortable right now? Be honest.
Kind of uncomfortable, but
All right.
I'm uncomfortable.
Steven's uncomfortable. Should have been him. Could have been him if he would have shown up.
If he was tall and dark.
That would have been a nice 21-year-old there.
Yeah, he's 0 for 3, huh?
Yeah, no tall, no dark, and not handsome.
Oh!
It's unfortunate.
Terry, just to make sure I clear this out of the way real quick, as far as a question that's kind of hanging out there that needs to be responded to. This tall, dark stranger you had the one-nighter with on the big comedic show night at the Paramount with Bill Bellamy and all the other fun acts. Is that who was there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back when you had to pay for tickets.
Right.
No.
Does Darius send this man Father's Day cards, Terry?
How'd you know?
Oh, jeez.
He was in 91, and he was already 1.
Oh, wow. So the answer's no.
Yeah. I told you guys it was 91.
Terry, when you read this story in Cosmo, you said there was a however and a but.
Yes, there was.
66% of women have done what you did on that night that began at the Paramount but ended so many other places, Terry. So many places this man took you to, Terry. So many stops along the way were visited and enjoyed.
Okay.
To the fullest.
Sure enough.
Well, I'm not going to try to put words in your mouth. Is that true, or did you enjoy your night of frivolous, mysterious sex, Terry, or was it kind of just blah?
Well, I mean,
Plenty of crack.
Plenty of crack
Oh,
all the way around.
Right.
No, I mean, what can you say about it, I guess?
Well, you could say it was good. You could say it sucked. You can say it was so-so. You could say it was spectacular. You could say it was enjoyable. You could say there's a lot. Point is, Terry, there's a lot of things you could say.
Yeah.
But you don't regret it or anything, so it was a good experience.
Well, you know, it happened. I can't say I regretted it or that I regret it, but you know, I'm not. It's not one of my most outstanding moments. And by the way, that's part of the however, and but of this whole stat.
What is?
96% of women who have had the one-night stands regret them.
Really?
Yes.
So
Wow,
Steven nailed the butt, is that right?
Yes, he did. He nailed it well.
Wow, let me tell you, Steven, you got this way of nailing the butt that I have never seen in some time.
Jeez.
Where'd you get that from, Steven?
He's just got that knack of nailing butts.
Out of nowhere, Steven nailed the butt.
Wow, been trying since the honeymoon and finally got it done.
He wasn't even trying to, and yet he's just such a natural.
Yeah, he is.
At nailing the butt. And the butt is, Terry,
Yes.
that 96% of the women who have had one-night stands told Cosmo they regretted it.
Yes.
Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. Could that be true?
It is. It's probably.
You mean so when they wake up next to me, it's a
Damn, what
it's
did
a downer?
But how about that 4% of girls? Wow.
Ah, yeah, they're hot.
Think of that.
Yeah, those are the ones I was with, Terry. Nah. I'm not a one-nighter. I've never had a one-nighter,
You've
Terry.
never had a one-nighter?
Well, I've had, like, women that I met and then have set it up, and the first night it happened, big bang, boom.
But never, hey, let's go out to the club with the fellas.
No,
when
I'm
you're
not that.
single.
I don't have those kind of looks, Terry, as you know. I'm a cross between an elephant man and Quasimodo. It's not like I go to the club, a woman sees me, has to have me, and drags me out.
Right.
But then once they find out who was in the club that night, I could have had the T-Man, got to make that happen. Let me email him. Okay, I'll meet him in the mall. Okay, we're having sex. Boom.
It's not a one-nighter.
That happens.
A one-afternooner.
Yeah.
All right, maybe not. Anyway.
12:15 to 12:30.
No, I've never had a one-nighter. I don't think I have. I'm trying to think. I don't think so.
Hot shot?
Do it now.
That kind of sucks, huh? Isn't
Do it
that
now?
lame?
Well, you
I
may
can't
have.
think of any one-nighter. I can't think of anyone.
Really?
Seriously, yeah. I cannot. But I have such. I can't remember what I had for breakfast this morning. So I may.
I'm sure you probably have,
I don't
right?
know.
Maybe
I don't
when you
know.
first got to the city.
I'm
and-
going over a lot of women that in that little spree that I had, and I can't technically say. I can't technically say that any of them were one-nighters.
You should take some time, though.
Well, I don't know if I took time.
How about that girl? Oh, remember her? Oh, she was hot.
Like if a listener sends an email, technically, Terry,
Technically.
or just hypothetically.
Yeah, let's go there.
Let's say a listener. Let's say it's like 1998 or 99 or something like that, and a listener sends an email, and then I ask her to follow up with a picture the next day, and then I meet her at the mall the next day, and we have sex later that day. That's not a one-nighter.
Okay.
Because I first heard of her and knew of her 2 days earlier or something like that. That's not a one-nighter.
Oh, that's how it works?
Yeah, one-nighter is you didn't know the person
Person from-
existed
Until that
the day
very
before. That's
yeah.
how I consider a one-nighter.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You don't know the person is alive the day before, then you meet them that day, and on that day you have sex with them. That to me is a one-nighter.
And then you don't again.
I mean, I could have known of a woman through email and then met her on the very first day and had sex with her. I don't consider that a one-nighter.
Doesn't count, all right.
Doesn't count. You're disqualified.
Teasing her with pictures of your wiener and that kind of thing.
That's right.
Doesn't count.
I'm sure she felt real teased.
Right. Oh, I gotta have that.
Oh, yeah. It took her like a week to get back to you, but hey.
Okay. Then that wouldn't be a one-nighter.
Yeah.
96% regret it, huh? I mean, do you consider that a one-nighter? What I just described?
You make a good case.
That's the
do.
case. Then I'm loaded.
I think that's
No, but I
closer
think
to
you're
a
right, though.
one-nighter than a...
Because
than-
once you're flirting with somebody, it doesn't really count as a one-nighter. If you've been
Right.
flirting for a couple days on email.
Right, but if
Yeah,
it's
that's not a
like...
one-nighter.
Right.
And I am a great email flirter.
Wow.
Whatever, I don't know.
Smiley face with one eye open.
Yeah.
Hotshot never answered the question.
The E is the key.
Right.
All right, so let me hear this again, Terry. You're telling me that 2/3 of women out there have had one-nighters, and 96% of those women regret the day that was the one-nighter day?
Yes.
And yet you have put on record that your big Bill Bellamy and Friends comedic night.
We used to have a sitcom tour.
You do not regret the night that was.
Can't say I do. No, it was a conscious decision. No drugs, no alcohol.
Okay,
So
it was a clear-headed decision.
Clear-headed decision. Knew what I was doing. Knew what I was getting into. Even though my girlfriend was like, she followed me to the hotel. She said, "Are you sure you don't? Are you sure you want to do this?" And I'm like, "Sure."
Wow, just wait outside the door. If you hear any screaming, come in.
So how'd you get home?
Yeah, if blood seeps under the door, come in.
Right.
Jeez.
I was living downtown at the time.
Oh, okay.
So Terry walked
So
home.
no, I took a taxi.
Oh, jeez. I'm sure that was an interesting cab ride. With your dress in tatters. Come on.
It wasn't like.
That's what I'm doing to your dress.
Well, that's you.
Wow. So he actually took your dress off. Were you wearing a
Well,
dress?
it was yeah, probably back in the day. But it wasn't. I mean, it's not like it was like get to the room and tear it off and crazy.
Geez, wow.
I mean, we actually had conversation. And
Really? What? He was interested in what you had to say.
Actually, he was a very nice gentleman.
Unbelievable.
And probably had I said, you know what, never mind about getting it.
He would have been fine.
He would
with
have been
that.
fine and
a
said,
gentleman.
yes,
and
absolutely.
Would have actually called you the next day.
Probably. Yeah.
But as it was, there was no communication whatsoever afterwards, or was there?
No, there was actually communication
Whatever.
like 6 to 8 months afterwards. He was back in town.
Whatever.
But I was dating
He
somebody.
was
at the
back in town, and he was hoping to see you again, but you were dating someone, and that's not the game you play.
Correct.
But you thought about it long and hard, didn't you?
I did think about it.
Oh, jeez.
Long and hard.
Long and hard.
And yes, protection was used.
Hey.
Wow.
Because everybody's going to ask.
Mm-hmm.
How did he raw dog you? God, you're like going.
Easy, Terry. I don't know.
Is that one of your 3 kids, daddies?
Oh, man.
I already asked that question, and you said no. But I don't know where you got this raw dog question. I've never heard of such a thing.
Right.
That is just nasty.
Terry comes up with some nasty stuff.
What the hell, man?
Gross, man.
So did he raw dog you? Well, maybe the listeners have a couple of questions. You want to get I'll get personal here, Terry.
Oh, jeez.
You're on the air. Hello.
No, I didn't have a wizard sleeve then.
Oh, jeez. Wow. Terry making sure all the questions are immediately removed from
Or
possibilities.
But she is confirming that she has it now. Didn't have it then.
You're on the air.
Well, then there was only one child.
You're on the air. Hello?
Doing that stuff.
Huh?
I'm saying that 94% of the women that admit to doing that stuff, that say that, or 96 that say they're regretful, they just a bunch of stupid little hoes.
Oh, jeez. Wow. This man sounds angry when he speaks of these things,
He
Terry.
does.
Because they must have told him many times how enjoyable it was.
And
now he realizes is the percentage would say that they were lying to him.
Yeah.
If you're having a one-night stand, that's a pretty conscious decision, right?
Well, no. I would say of all the one-night stands out there, a lot of women have the alcohol make the decision for them.
Love those.
You're on the air.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, T-Man.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
What can we do for you?
I just wanted to say how, I don't understand why you're going to do a one-night stand if you're going to regret it.
Well, women don't realize until after the fact, when they look back on it, that it was a night that is filled with regret.
I don't regret mine, that's for sure.
And how many have you had? Have you lost count?
I actually, honestly, only had one.
Mm-hmm. Every woman wants to be able to have us accept that they've only had one.
They wanna
No, you got to try everything once.
Right.
Dip their foot in the pool, but they don't want to swim.
Mm-hmm. You're
I
doing the
was in
backstroke.
Vegas. I couldn't pass it up.
You're doing the full medley, baby.
And the breaststroke.
Oh, jeez. The butterfly. 1-866-663-T-Man. You're on the air. Hello.
Hey, Terry.
It almost made me forget about this email that I wanted to read, Terry. Yes.
Oh, yeah?
Did he munch your carpet?
Oh, jeez. Okay, I don't think we need questions like
We
that
don't
for
need
Terry. That is, well, just so we can say it's on the record, Terry. Why don't you answer them, man? Even though we don't need a question like that. It's a simple yes or no. No?
No.
Well, please, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep this somewhere in the intellectual zone.
Oh, okay.
Is that too much to ask for when talking about Terry Free's one-night stand back in 1991, that we keep it of some level of intellect?
You would hope.
Now, Terry has just confirmed that he did not munch her carpet. But from this point forward, questions like that will not be tolerated.
At that point, was it shag or hardwood?
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
I don't recommend that on the first date.
You're on the air. Intellectual, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, I would just like to say to all the girls that regret their one-night stands, they're being completely ridiculous. means you can't tell me that one-night stands are not some of the best stuff you've ever had.
Oh, some of the best stuff. See, Terry, she's giving it of an intellectual level. She could have said sex. She could have said ass. She could have said, schlong, whatever she could have used. But she said stuff, Terry. It's some of the best stuff she's ever had. And 96% of the women who are claiming that they regret it are just living the lie because they're feeling cheap, perhaps, Terry, when looking back on that night.
Seriously, though, like, come on, it's completely no holds bar, whatever, everything flies. You can't say that it's not great.
Of course it's great! Greater than great!
So there you have it.
So there you do have it.
She's giddy about it. She's like, I think she's planning one this weekend.
I'm sure she said that line many a time. So,
there you have it.
There you have it. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
I've had like 4 or more one-night stands. And
Okay,
I
I'll
don't
go more.
regret any of them.
Yeah. 4 or more one-night stands, huh? Do you have any regret?
No.
Well, it's amazing how these 4% of women are running to their phones to make sure that we're aware about their feelings about one-night stands, Terry. And yet Cosmopolitan wants everyone to believe that 96% of women who have had one-night stands regret it.
Yes.
I think they're liars.
What's more shocking, that 96% are telling the Cosmo survey taker that they regretted the one-night stand, or that 2/3 of women out there, when polled by Cosmopolitan, said that
96%.
96%.
Shocking.
Yeah, well, that's just bogus. That's just not the case. You ladies love it, and you know it.
Well, maybe when they're sitting down with the Cosmo pollster, I mean, they get a little nervous and they say, well, maybe I should regret it.
Mm-hmm. Especially the way he's looking at me with those judgmental eyes. Oh, yeah, I regretted it, sir.
Now let's go have a one-night stand.
Oh.
You don't know my husband, do you?
1-866-663-2. Terry, that was very, very candid of you to share that 1991 story with us. I'm sure over the next couple of days, months, and years, we'll certainly want a detail or two more.
Have it all, though.
We could. Oh, that's nice of you. Yeah, so we don't even have to take it to a comedy show, right?
The T-Man.
Look who winning, look who grinning, still balling in the mix. It's the incredible stick and stop that be given.
It's very, very genuine of you to share that with us. But you did also interject a bit of information during the break that I'm going to give you. I'm going to leave it to you as to whether you want to reveal that little nugget as part of the story, or you want to keep it to yourself.
We'll just leave it alone.
No, I can't leave it alone.
I gave you a lot, so we'll just leave it alone.
You gave us a lot, but I think it's the best part of the story.
Oh, jeez.
I think it's the most impressive part of the story, actually. I think you should be very proud. Huh?
Oh, very proud.
Terry didn't tell us the entire scope of her one-nighter story, Stephen. It has a little extra bit of a nugget.
Is there hot mustard with it?
No, if Stephen's interested in this nugget.
He's gonna. Shut up. He will.
Only if it's deep fried.
Yeah.
David, do you want
all white meat now?
No, dude.
You're lucky care.
Not really.
Stephen.
Not when it comes to cherry free. You know that.
No.
Stephen, you want the nugget? Yes or no?
Well, I mean, it's interesting, but I mean, I'll ask after the show.
You don't know.
If it makes Terry feel better.
You don't know if it's interesting, and you got to speak for all the listeners out there. Now, if you want it, they probably want it, and they can't get it after the show. What are we talking about now? So, do you want the nugget or no?
I don't want Terry to have. I mean, she's already done a lot.
Terry, of all that you've told us, of all that you've revealed in this one-nighter story that we never knew about until this morning, this is probably the least embarrassing part of the details. Not that any is really that embarrassing. It's very normal, very common, very lovely. So why don't you just share, what are you afraid of as far as this nugget? You're afraid of how it may be perceived?
Oh, I'm already perceived many different ways, so what difference does it make?
It's a great point.
So.
You want to keep the nugget to yourself?
Sure.
You can't keep the nugget to yourself, Terry. Come on. Let me just tell people the nugget.
Have people page in their guesses. Or text in their
nugget.
Yeah, have them text in their guesses.
Okay, well, actually, now it gives me an opportunity to get refocused on something that I'm a little bit agitated about, all right?
Gotcha.
And once I get worked up into this conversation, I'll forget all about your nugget. So you got to remind me that the nugget is still out there, all right? Give the nugget later.
I don't forget nuggets.
Okay. Stephen, remind me after I get all worked up over this, and I'm about to get worked up, there's no doubt about it. After I get all worked up over this, remind me later that I still have a nugget I need to get to.
I think I could do a 60-piece.
Now, anyhow, I think Hotshot could do a bathtub of nuggets.
I bet he could.
All right, head
We
first.
should try that
And by the
sometime.
end of the evening, they'll all be gone. Now,
It's weird. They think you could stop at 10.
you know how I have a history with reading all company emails that bother me, Terry, because some of them are just unnecessary. Some of them are just over the top. Some of them just don't need to be put on a computer screen and sent to every employee at this company.
Right.
Well, another one of those has just happened, Terry.
Okay.
And there's a lot of factors as it pertains to this email that I need to get into. But I guess maybe I should just start with reading the email, and then we'll all understand where we are here.
Okay.
Now, as you know, in this building of ours, where we broadcast out of not just our show, but the entire Cube 93 staff, obviously, broadcast out of this building, plus other stations and other shows.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been here. I'm actually one of the veterans around here now, believe it or not, Terry. Is that hard to believe?
I
Yes,
know.
especially when most predictions said I wouldn't make it a week. Now, because I've seen a lot, I have the right, not that I would need the right, but I have the right to not tolerate any emails, especially from newer people in this building, Terry, that think they're so precious and dainty. Like the following source of this email, even though it's not signed by that source. I know who this is coming from, and it's a little bit of an unnecessary email with a tone to it, Terry, that, believe me, I'll be the one to call it out. Have you heard of this very soft and dainty and precious Delilah show, Terry?
I think I have, yes.
She does those love songs and dedications that warms the cockles of everyone's frickin' heart.
Oh, so warm.
When I rub my cockles together, they get really warm.
Oh, yes. Boy. Well, she's just a treasure, don't you know? She's loved by all, hated by no one.
That's right.
And she is, yes, not just a treasure on the local level. She's a national treasure, as you know, Terry.
Yes, she is.
Bringing beauty and a soft, warm feeling into everyone's home on a nightly basis.
Right.
However, we here at the station have to deal with perhaps the other side, the dainty and precious and prima donna side of this woman. Now, I don't know this woman. I've never met this woman. She could be as soft and dainty and sweet and precious as she portrays herself on the air, or she could typically be like people who advertise themselves as such in the business, Terry, not just the radio business, but the TV business and everything else, that have one side and off the air have a completely different side. I don't know where this woman falls in. I wouldn't be surprised if it fell in with the law of averages says in this business that she's got a real prima donna side. And this email does not do anything to ruin that thought that may be the case, Terry.
Okay.
Now, let me read this email.
Gotcha.
What's that, Stephen?
I'm ready.
I thought you were about to say something.
Well, we're talking about people who have different personalities. Let's get a hooker. Let's get crazy. Let's those kinds of people.
Whatever.
Everybody has their dark side.
Typically, whatever personality is portrayed, the likelihood is that there's another side that's completely different to that personality. Now, I think I kind of buck the trend that what you see is what you get, but I'm sure I have other sides too that are maybe a little softer side of Sears or whatever. All right?
That one side is great.
But what's worse is when someone portrays themselves as an angel.
Mm-hmm.
And perhaps they're not, like the Pat O'Briens of the world, and maybe we're going to discover, based on this email, that there's someone else that may have a little sour side. The email reads as follows: to all of Clear Channel employees. Everybody in this building got this email. Wow. And it says, and now everyone in Seattle will get this email, and everywhere else. It appears that 3 pairs of headphones disappeared from the studio that Delilah broadcast from over the weekend. Oh, is that a shame, Terry?
Yes.
Oh, that's so hard to have to deal with, Terry. My headphones have been disappearing for 8-9 years now, Terry, and I just realized that comes with the territory. That's part of the business. Suck it up. Buy yourself a new pair.
Right. You and everybody else in the history of this business.
All right? Especially people like myself and Delilah, who perhaps make more than the average person in radio, okay?
Right. Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
But the need to write this email, yes, is again here. It appears that 3 pairs of headphones have disappeared from the studio that Delilah broadcast from over the weekend. If you borrowed them...
Is that under one of those little quotations?
Mm-hmm. Like I'm sure someone borrowed them for the past 4 days. Oh, yeah, I meant to give that back. Here it is.
Yeah.
That's condescending.
Yes, it's condescending. It's talking down to people. It's insulting our intelligence.
Right.
If you borrowed them, please return them as they are. our property. Wait, this is not even. They spelled R-A-R-E. Okay, not O-U-R. They are our. Okay, never mind. They are our property. Let's see. We didn't feel the need to mention that nobody should be lifting headphones from anywhere at any time.
Oh.
If you do need them, spur of the moment. Engineering has loaner pairs that they can sometimes give out.
All the earwax on those.
And loners as well up there.
But the official station policy is to buy your own.
Oh,
is that right?
Wow.
She's been here how long now? She's been here less than a year, and she knows she's going to tell us about the official station policy?
She is. She has.
The Sony, let me just finish the email, then I'll give you the thoughts here. The Sony models that we use cost $99 each. For details about where to buy them locally, you can contact any of our Delilah engineers. Since headphone disappearances seem to be a regular occurrence around here, it also might be a good idea for others to permanently mark your name on your personal set and keep them in a secure location.
I think putting your name on them doesn't do anything.
In other words, there are a bunch of hoodlums around here, a bunch of thieves, Terry.
Lifting headphones.
But you should put your name on your headphones so the thieves know who exactly they stole from.
Right, that's the only reason.
All right?
Yeah, they don't go, oh, Mark's headphones? Oh, no, I'm not taking those.
Now, let me tell you this. Delilah has her own studio.
Yes.
And we have our own studio, Terry. And we lock this studio, but for some reason, people get in here and steal crap, and I just accept it.
Right.
That's just the way it's going to be in this business. Yep. And when something's stolen, it sucks. Shut your stupid mouth and buy yourself another pair. All right, you $1 million baby?
Wow.
She makes at least, right?
Probably. Yeah, I'm sure.
And she's all... She didn't sign this email. It's signed by an engineer, Terry.
Ah.
But you can guarantee what the source was. That was an outrage when she discovered her precious headphones have been stolen. The dainty, precious on-air host, Terry, had her headphones stolen, and she's freaking mad.
Hey, they're $99 a pair.
That's right.
Oh, boy.
Come on.
She's got mouths to feed.
Yeah.
She couldn't hear the songs people were requesting.
She's got more kids than me.
I can't tell you, Terry, how many times I had to replace headphones because they were stolen.
Oh,
Fine.
I know.
That's the way it goes sometimes. It's unfortunate, perhaps. I understand that others may need headphones, and if they want to steal, I'll buy a new pair. If I catch them in the act, it may be a different story, but I'm not writing an all-company email talking about how my precious headphones were stolen.
Right. There's only 8 pairs of headphones in this world, and we just share them all.
Yeah.
We just steal them from each. That's it.
And making everyone feel like in this building that we're a bunch of hooligans. All right?
That is gonna...
Now, I don't even know where the Delilah studio is, but I'm breaking in that mother trucker later today, and I'm ripping everything off. All right?
Oh, I don't know if I can get through.
I don't need an email like this.
I know.
Sent to the entire staff here, Terry, every employee in this building.
Yes.
Talking about her precious dainty headphones.
Well, she's put her foot down, dang it.
It's over the top. It's unnecessary. Suck it out, buy yourself a new pair, and lock your studio every night. Because there are days that we forget to lock the studio, and yes, things are missing the next day. So we lock it the next day, we replace them. We don't send out all company emails talking about how precious we are and how angry we are about the hooligans in this building.
Can't wait to hear her dedication to you tonight.
Yeah, I know.
Or you could do like Steven does and take them home with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine that. Put them in your bag and take them home. Or lock them in a cabinet like Steven does.
What this shows you...
Mike sock.
This shows you perhaps another side, Terry, of the love songs and the dedications. Who stole my freaking headphones? I'm gonna get that bastard, whoever he is! Oh, Delilah, you're on there. Oh, love songs that make you feel good at night. You're listening to Delilah. Call in now for your love songs and dedications. Now back to what I was saying! Get that friggin' bastard on a slab! I want his ass! I want his head! I want him fired! You don't steal this bitch's headphones!
Oh, wow!
Boy.
Oh, Delilah, you're back on the air. Ah, that was Michael Bolton. And didn't that make us feel warm and fuzzy as we drink a nice hot cup of joe? cuddling up by the fireplace and smelling each other's armpits. You're listening to Delola. Now you understand, perhaps, maybe, there's a couple of sides to the person you hear, Terry. The scathing email that she has others write for her, Terry.
Right.
She wouldn't be the first person to ever write an email, or she wouldn't be the first person to ever show in a private moment their other side.
Now, we're up to our long-distance dedication. And this one is about kids and pets and a situation that we can all understand, whether we have kids or pets or neither.
Right.
It's from a man in Cincinnati, Ohio. And here's what he writes. Dear Casey, this may seem to be a strange dedication request, but I'm quite sincere, and it'll mean a lot if you play it. Recently, there was a death in our family. He was a little dog named Snuggles, but he was most certainly a part of... Let's go start again. From coming out of the record.
What was wrong with Snuggles, Casey? What happened? What was the problem with Snuggles? Right. Can this clip be heard over the air, Stephen?
I can hear
this very revealing clip?
I can hear it.
Okay, let's get back to his problem with Snuggles.
The record, okay? Please. See, when you come out of those up-tempo goddamn numbers, man, it's impossible to make those transitions. And then you got to go into somebody dying. You know, they do this to me all the time. I don't know what the hell they do it for, but goddamn it, if we can't come out of a slow record, I don't understand it. Is Don on the phone?
Don't have another breakdown, please.
I want a goddamn concerted effort to come out of a record that isn't a f***ing up-tempo record every time I do a goddamn death dedication. Now, make it, and I also want to know what happened to the pictures I was supposed to see this week. This is last goddamn time. I want somebody to use his f***ing brain to not come out of a goddamn record that is, that's up-tempo, and I got to talk about a f***ing dog dying.
Smoothing out the rough edges of your day. For you to relax and unwind like a cup of chamomile tea at night. You're listening to Delilah.
Yes, you are, Terry.
Casey needs his smooth edges roughed out.
Okay.
His rough edges smoothed out again.
And now we're all listening to Delilah. She's scolding us all, Terry.
Shaking that finger.
Because her headphones were stolen. Oh, what a weird thing to have somebody steal your headphones at a radio station. I've never heard it happen before.
No, I know.
But she wants to make sure, and she points it out in this email, that engineering has loaner pairs for you paupers. You paupers out there who can't put 2 pennies together to buy your own.
Right.
Don't steal hers. Go get the loaner pair. But it's official station policy to actually buy your own.
Now that we know there's a loaner pair, those will be stolen later today.
Well, they have a list of places you can purchase them, too. Remember that.
That's great.
Sony models cost $99, Terry.
I know they do.
Don't you know?
Yes.
And,
that's expensive.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, goodness.
Since headphones disappearances seem to be a regular occurrence around here, it might be a good idea for everyone to mark their own.
Hold on, let me put my name on mine.
You know what, honey? Don't come into this building with your precious bunt and tell us the way it is. I'll tell you the way it is. You're going to get your headphones stolen once in a while. Suck it up, don't be a prima donna, and buy some new ones!
Stories of hope and inspiration.
That's right.
That's wonderful. To touch your heart and
touch my what now?
Give you the courage to face the things that are perhaps overwhelming and daunting.
Oh, yeah.
Your favorite love songs, your requests and dedications tonight and each weeknight.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you'll find right here. Thank you for sharing the night with us. You're listening to Delilah.
Is that right? Well, I found the right place.
So what in the world is going on in your world tonight?
I'll make you a list!
You have a busy day and now you're taking some time to relax and unwind.
Not really.
Or maybe you've got a busy night going on. There won't be any relaxing or unwinding for you. We're here to play your favorite love songs and share your stories all night long.
That's sweet of you.
Oh, yeah.
Your requests and dedications.
I got it.
Favorite love songs like that one from Celine Dion. A new day has come. If you're going through a tough night tonight, Maybe you've had a tough few weeks or a tough few months. Sometimes when you're feeling overwhelmed or depressed or burdened,
you got it all.
You can change your outlook.
Is she drunk when she does this show, Terry?
Not that I'm aware of.
I don't.
Okay.
She sounds like she's not writing anything out either.
No. She's rambling on here, Terry, and it's starting to depress me.
She should just call her own show because she's depressed about her
Okay.
headphones.
Yes, she should. Hi, Delilah. This is
goes out to
Delilah.
I had a tough day at the office, Delilah. My headphones are stolen. Can you play me a song?
Right.
Maybe you've had a tough few weeks or a tough few months. Sometimes when you're feeling overwhelmed or depressed or burdened, you can
do what now?
Change your outlook by changing your perspective.
How about changing the station?
Wow.
So I can continue to wear my John Tesh rules shirt around the office.
John Tesh. Hang that in the studio for.
No, the woman is a very successful talent, and she should be appreciated for that, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Gotcha.
She has a fine radio program, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
For it has accumulated a bit of success and then some.
Right.
We cannot deny her that. But what I can tell her is next time your headphones are stolen, or even anything bigger than that, don't you dare write a prima donna email like this, talking down to the entire staff like you own the place. Because I built this building on my back, damn it! And I'll run you out of here quicker than you know what hit you, honey! If you're going to come at us with this kind of attitude, it's not going to be a long time as far as your stay in this building! Are you hearing me, you wench? You headphoneless wench!
She can't hear. She has no headphones.
Oh, okay. Then why am I screaming at the top of my lungs?
Sounds like you may need her show, though.
Yeah.
I
You need
mean-
to unwind,
Smooth out the
okay?
rough edges.
Some chamomile tea.
Oh, it's my favorite.
Well, it is a new day. That's what Celine apparently told us.
Yeah.
And in my life, a lot of times circumstances have been such that I can't change them. I really have no control or no power over my circumstances.
You're talking about what now?
Especially when it involves someone I love.
Oh.
A lot of times people get very overwhelmed and depressed when someone they love is sick.
Okay, I'm losing you here,
or
honey.
dying.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or when someone they love is making choices that causes them to die a little bit more every day.
Yeah.
When someone they love is involved with addictions or...
Okay, that's it. I'm not loving anyone here.
Okay.
It's too complicated.
Yeah. Pretty dark, too, when you love somebody.
Well, it's all part of love, I guess, Terry, and she knows better than us. And
Destructive behavior.
Whoa.
It's so hard to keep your sanity when you're in the midst of that, isn't
yeah,
it?
it seems obvious.
And you think, well, if I could change this person, if I could change this circumstance, if I could change this situation, if I could change my world, I'd be happy.
Okay, now I'm changing the station. That's what I'm changing.
When you're in love with that guy that killed 11 people.
Mm-hmm.
Or the washer fluid goes out in your Rolls Royce.
Oh, geez.
Right. It can really piss you off. Oh, man.
All right.
Oh, gosh, okay.
Does the point need to be made any further, Terry?
No.
Or is the point pretty clear?
I think it's pretty clear.
I don't want to see any more emails like this.
I hear you.
This is for everybody in the office, too, right? I mean,
Yeah, it's
No,
everyone.
it's more for her who needs to write this email less than anyone in the office because she is doing better than most people in this office, all right?
Mm-hmm.
no, I mean, you're protecting everybody in the office from these stupid emails.
That's what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm the one who'll speak out.
Leave us alone.
When someone's acting like a prima donna. You know what a prima donna is, Terry?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Because you can act like it at times, too, and I make sure to nip that in the bud as well.
Yes.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now the guy at
Maybe
the sport.
you and Delilah should get together for some chamomile tea and share and compare notes, Terry.
That's okay.
What was that now, Steven?
The guy at the sports station who's making $7 an hour now knows he can sell those headphones on eBay.
Yeah.
They were Delilah's.
And he knows the going rate is $99 a pair
Right.
for a new model, but the fact that it's Delilah's, he might be able to get $99.50.
Wow. Starting bid.
Pretty special.
But even the guy making $8 an hour in Helena has had his headphones ripped off. No, it doesn't matter where you are in this business. Everybody gets their headphones stolen.
That's the way it is. That's just the way it is at a radio station, Terry.
Right.
If you don't put them in a locker with a 6-number combination lock, they're going to be ripped off from time to time.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know that, then I don't know how long she's been working in radio, where she's been working. Doesn't she work out of her house?
I thought they built a studio at her house, but I don't know.
She's here.
Well,
She's here sometimes.
This reeks of a woman who's done radio out of her house for a long time.
Right.
Because she doesn't know what goes on in the radio station. Headphones get ripped off all the time.
Yeah.
Her kids are always taking them at the house.
And people don't write emails of a nasty tone variety every time it happens.
Right.
Just because you're a queen bitch doesn't mean you get to write emails scolding the people who stole your headphones. It happens. Suck it up, move on.
Right.
Now that you're working here in the building, and I guess she is working in the building now, suck it up and move on. This is going to happen. If you don't padlock your headphones every night. Man. I'm glad my mom's not listening. She loves Delilah.
Does she?
Yes. She'd be mad at me right now. But she has a commentary.
Well, you know.
And if she writes another email like this, it's not going to be an on-air warning, Terry. It's going to be face-to-face.
Oh, boy. You're going to come back in?
I'm going to go nose-to-nose with Delilah in the hallway, Terry.
Watch out.
Mm-hmm.
That ought to be interesting.
I'm going to tell her the way it works when you work with other people.
Right.
And you're not working with your kids running around you in the house. This is what happens.
Yeah.
Suck it up. Move on. Don't call everyone in the whole station out with your problems.
I'm sure the woman working in accounting really needs to hear about people stealing headphones.
I know.
Minds her own business every day. It needs to be threatened.
She's probably like, somebody hurt Delilah? Oh.
Right.
I'd be at peace. But the reality is sometimes things like that are completely out of your control.
She's still talking.
And you can still find peace.
Yeah, Delilah, the show's over.
And serenity despite your circumstances.
It's 4 a.m, Delilah. The show's over.
I know people who've done it. I mean, so many amazing people who've had horrific circumstances.
Oh, yeah.
And even in the midst of their pain and their suffering, they've had great peace and great joy.
All right, let's all go get a piece. What do you think?
Oh, gosh.
Mm-hmm.
The T-Man.
Now look who in and look who grinning, still balling in the mix. It's the incredible sticker stop that be giving out tips.
The first Cube 93 Incredible Sticker Stop.
Slap on a Cube 93 rear window sticker to win Summer Jam, Snoop Dogg, or Eminem concert tickets.
Sunday 3 to 5 at the Commons in Federal Way at SeaTac Mall.
Still sticking them fofos, winning fofos.
Cube 93.
Mariners Orioles, Tuesday at 4 on UPN 11.
Tonight at 7 on UPN 11.
So if you're feeling overwhelmed tonight and trying to control your circumstances or fix them,
That's true.
do your best.
Okay, well.
And then let God do the rest.
That's a plan. All right, now, Terry, you have a pile of stories over there, plus a lot of people are calling up, making sure that I don't forget about the nugget that we're aware of that I have been very gracious, Terry, in letting you hang on this long to.
Mm-hmm.
She sits there writing away and highlighting and ignoring me.
She's making stick figures.
And I should.
With knives in them?
Oh, dear.
Yeah, right in their hands.
And I should.
Here's that one. That must be Kilbreath.
I should give out the text page number so people could try to guess as to what the nugget is. The text page number is 97373. Is that right? Yes, 97373. Stephen, I haven't given out the text number, but
that is true. You haven't.
Have you seen any text messages in relation to this nugget that is dangling over us?
Well, I
as
must
we
enter
speak
my
right
password,
now?
and we will.
All right, we'll get back to that later. Anyhow, Terry,
Mm-hmm.
it's only so long I can let you clinch to this nugget of information that should be shared. It's not a full story that you very graciously shared with us, unless you give this bit of the story, Terry. But I'll give you another 10-minute reprieve and ask you what other stories you're working on there in the newsroom, 5 feet away from me, on the other side of the desk. What do you have?
Well, talk about reprieve.
Mm-hmm.
A death row inmate wants a stay of execution so that he can donate his liver to his sister.
What a great radio segue, Terry.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, speaking of reprieve, T-Man.
Yes.
He should be, by the way, able to get his stay of execution if he has a liver that would work in his sister that could use one, or she'll be in serious jeopardy as far as her life is concerned. Terry, don't you think?
I do.
Why can't they kill him 2 weeks later and operate and take out his liver and stick it in her?
Mm-hmm. He is set to die by lethal injection next week. So
Don't you think it makes sense?
It does.
Is this something that
absolutely.
needs to be argued?
Well,
Is this something that needs to have the courts get involved with?
They are, so.
Postpone his execution so he can give his sister his liver. What's the harm there?
Something good come out of him.
Yes. Literally, something good will finally come out of this man.
Well, they've already given out the tickets to watch the execution.
I know.
It's tough to change it.
Yes, all the skyboxes and advertising has been sold.
Right.
Sure.
Can't
I
we
understand.
schedule? Come on.
Of course, this woman would be getting the liver of a murderer. I'm assuming he's a murderer, right?
Yes, he murdered back in 1985. He murdered an 82-year-old woman after beating her and setting her on fire.
Wow. All of a sudden, this woman, who would never have considered murder, started drinking and wants to kill the whole neighborhood.
Or
With
she could
that
have-
murderous liver she got and transplant. What?
She could have my murdered liver.
Yeah. Every weekend it's murdered.
Yes.
It doesn't really work anymore, dude.
All right, let's see what kind of text messages we have here. I got Prego off a one-night stand, so I definitely regret it. T-Man hooked me up with a hot one-night stand. I've never had one. This is something really raunchy and that I can't even say on the air about Terry and her one-night stand.
Oh, jeez.
This woman writes that she's had 5 one-night stands and can't wait for the 6th.
She's already got that scheduled.
How long was the man's donger, Terry?
Oh, my gosh.
On the one-night stand you had, this man wants to know. Should I call him up so you can answer him personally, Terry? Rather,
If that's what you really want to
Oh,
know
geez.
about,
well, let's find out if it's something he did really want to know about, or if, I'm assuming it's a he that asked this question. We're about to find out. It's the best part of text messaging. Am I dialing right? I don't know. We'll find out.
Was there 7 digits involved?
Somewhere, give or take.
Right. Close.
Right. I don't see a woman texting the word donger. That's why I'm assuming it's a man. And yet you would think the question would be more interesting to a woman, Terry. Maybe that's why the dude is not answering.
Maybe so.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Man. You're on the air. We got your text message about your need to know about donger size. Who's this?
This is Jim.
Jim, and you were interested in Terry's story about the one-night stand she had in her life, the only one she claimed she ever had, huh?
Right.
And there was a question that you needed answered.
Yeah, I was just curious because, she was talking...
You want to know how you size up. I understand. You want to know if you're one-nighter, Terry-free, wizard sleep potential.
Wow.
Right.
All right, well, then you tell me why you're so curious.
Yeah, why? As a man, why are you so curious?
Yeah, as a man, why are you so curious?
She loves black men.
Oh, jeez.
That's the first thing.
Are you making a clear-cut difference? Are you pointing out there is a certain and definitive difference between the white man's donger size and the black man's donger size?
Not at all. Not at all.
I think that's where you were headed. I think you're
actually,
taking a U-turn
where
now.
I was headed because I was more curious about if he did have a long donger, whether or not she was satisfied that night.
Well, which question do you want answered? Was she satisfied that night, or how big the donger was?
How big the donger was?
He doesn't care if I was satisfied. He just wants to know size.
Well, I'll
Which
tell
to
you
me
what.
is a little odd for a guy wanting. It just is weird.
It's not odd.
It's
interesting.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you how we'll work this. You throw out one number, and Terry will tell you if it's over or under that number.
Oh.
All right? It'll be like a little game show here on the big program.
What did you guys think that I was out there measuring it? And then I mean, come on.
Well, you have a good idea. And we just got an email. We just stole Delilah's bit for tonight, Terry. She was going to play over-under on the donger size, and now she's got her whole show ruined.
Just something to think about. You're listening to Delilah.
Yes. Now, sir, it's your time to throw out a number. Think hard about that number. Lay it out there, and Terry will tell you if she imagines, as far as her memory is concerned, as to whether it was over or under that number. You think you'll be able to do this, Terry, in an accurate
Actually,
fashion?
no, I don't
No.
think I can.
You have no
I mean, that was a long time ago.
Okay.
I'll be better at telling you whether or not I was satisfied, probably, than whether.
I'm sure she didn't have a measuring tape or anything on her at the time.
Would you rather play?
Are you disappointed that I didn't? Or?
Would you rather play the 1 to 10 scale as far as how she was satisfied over/under game, or you want to stick with the donger size and let Terry take her best stab at it?
I'll do the 1 through 10 as far as whether or not she was satisfied.
Because you want an accurate answer.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. So throw out a number of stars between 1 and 10. And
number of stars.
Terry will tell you if it's
10
over.
Is the woo!
Oh, yes.
To the moon.
Terry is accurate in saying that 10 is the woo.
Just something to think about.
Go ahead, sir. Throw out a number.
Okay, I'm thinking because earlier in the show she was talking about, you guys were trying to rate how the sex was earlier.
And aren't you glad we called you back for your text message, sir?
I know, he's so happy.
It is a very interactive program.
I'm thinking a 7.
A 7. Terry, the man throws a 7 out there as far as your level of satisfaction with the only one-nighter you ever had in your life. And you are now going to tell this man whether your satisfaction level was over or under a 7-star night on a scale of 1 to 10 stars.
Does she need time?
Do you need
I need some time.
Okay.
Jeez, gotta go way back in time.
Because I have to highlight some more stories here, so.
Back at the time.
It's a generation ago.
Let's see, a 3-night stand? No, not him. 2-night stand? No, wrong guy.
And even in the midst of their pain and their suffering, they've had great peace and great joy.
She had a great piece.
He had great joy.
Stephen, don't be so jealous.
Terry, your time is up. Wally here on the phone line is, what is your name again, sir?
Jim.
Kevin is wondering, Jim, whether it was an over/under 7-star night on a 1 to 10-star scale.
He was actually pretty accurate. I would say a 7.
Really? So he nailed it.
He pretty much nailed it.
You had a 7-star night with that guy,
7-star
which
night.
is not blow you away kind
no.
of action, but
No.
you're not leaving completely unfulfilled.
Right.
I see.
It was decent. Yeah.
Sir, does that do it for you?
Yeah. Do I get a prize for being accurate?
No. Thanks for the call.
You got us calling you back there.
Yes.
Prize enough.
Yeah, it is.
Delilah has all the prizes here at this station.
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully they won't get stolen anytime soon.
She leaves her prize closet unlocked, though.
Oh, by the way, Terry, the guy you had the one-night stand with, he just called and said you were a 2-star.
Oh, well. Such is life.
Oh, jeez. If only he'd dabble in the wizard sleeve that exists now. It'd be jacked all the way up to 3.5 stars.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Another story for you?
I'm waiting for you to give me the okay on the nugget, Terry.
Oh, no.
The nugget. Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Terry, the nugget is going to be told at some point. I can't not tell the listeners what you told me during the break. You said it out loud. That's it. That's the end of it.
You don't know that by now?
You know that. So let me tell the nugget. Come on. I'll tell you what. Because I'll feel a little guilty after telling the nugget because you don't want it told. Then you can ask me any question you want based on anything. Well, what do you want? What do you want in exchange for the nugget? From me telling everyone the nugget. Well, tell me one thing you want.
I can't think of one thing that I want.
Give me some time, Terry.
Oh, God. Let's see.
Free parking.
Okay.
Feeling overwhelmed tonight and trying to
take that.
control your circumstances or fix them.
I want my headphones back. Damn it.
All been stolen through the years.
Yes.
How many pairs of headphones have you had stolen through the years, Terry?
Oh,
More-
gosh. More than I can count.
Okay, well, I'll buy you more than you can count.
4.
Well, think of something you want and exchange the nugget. And I'll tell you if it's fair.
You can't take all this nugget talk. I need to go have some.
Oh,
Do they serve them at this time?
I need to go make one.
Not yet.
Anyhow, I'll tell you what. You think over the next break as to what you want.
Oh, my gosh.
Then we'll agree. I'll tell the nugget, and then I'll reimburse you with what we agree on. All right, baby?
Oh, now I'm baby, huh?
Now, what else is going on? You're baby when you're one night standing it, and you're when you're one night standing it with one of the comedians from the show. Oh my God! Wait a minute! Did I say that out loud?
Oh, the dump button's broke.
The dump button's broke, Terry. I would dump
Damn
that.
it. His name's Reggie McFadden, okay?
Wow. I guess that was the nugget, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a pretty interesting nugget.
The nugget. And Terry, I guess, didn't want to be seen as like a jersey chaser, as they call him today, Terry. And he wouldn't be a jersey technically, but He was the dude you had I think this is the most impressive part, Terry. The dude you had the one-night stand with, the only one-night stand you've ever had in your life, if we believe that, was with one of the comedians from the show. Not one of the highlighters, headliners, the highlight parts of the show.
But he was in the show?
But part of the show nonetheless.
Wow.
He was one of the comedians,
Did he pick you out of the crowd?
He, according to what Terry told us, sent one of his cronies out as one of his roadies.
That's cool.
Gave Terry...
Gave VIP backstage passes. That's how we got in the backstage with my girlfriend.
And this was all exciting to you at the time.
It was like, oh, that cool, all right.
You were just
cool.
a flat building. Actually, yeah, you didn't even have your breasts back
Didn't
then.
have boobies then.
If you had boobies, you would have been making it happen with Bill Bellamy.
Talked to him. It was interesting meeting him.
If I had come into your world in '90 and you had big old boobies, Terry,
wow,
you wouldn't have been with one of the opening acts.
He was in the movie Little Nicky.
Oh, I love Little Nicky.
Stephen goes racing to find out all the information about him.
Well, Stephen wants to know.
I'm excited for you. That's cool. Big celebrity.
About the resume of the man who's done everything that he always wanted to do.
I never got a chance.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that officially was the nugget. Yes, that...
We didn't even negotiate anything.
I know.
God.
Yeah, negotiations are off.
Yeah, I
gave you a chance to tell me what you wanted. You couldn't
were
think of
going to
anything.
give me the break to think about it, and then, oops, did I say that out loud?
Yeah, I guess your leverage is kind of gone now.
Yeah,
Boy, it's nice to have your own show, huh?
Yeah, it is. Jeez.
I don't think that's a big deal, Terry. I think that's actually the best part of the story. It wasn't like just some hack in the audience you were messing around with in a hotel. You went back with one of the acts.
Right.
You're hotter than the average chick.
Good for you. You were hotter than the average chick there because they were sending the groupie, the roadie, the tag along part of the crew with a little note telling you to come backstage.
There you go.
It's pretty big time, Terry. I've never gotten that note.
How many notes have you sent out?
I even flashed Tommy Lee.
What?
Still didn't get the note.
Stephen and Hopscotch simultaneously flashed TommyLee and didn't get the note from one of the roadies, Terry. You got the note.
I got the note.
Mm-hmm.
Does
well
he still
done.
Perform?
What?
Does he still perform? I mean,
I have no idea. You would know because you probably have his page
I
up,
do.
So, jeez, why you ask me?
Terry couldn't even remember his name at first.
Yeah. Took me a minute.
He'll be at the Emerald Queen.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Reunion tour in more ways than one, Terry.
The T-Man. The biggest outdoor party is giving you the ultimate Summer Jam payoff. $50,000. Win Summer Jam tickets and get paid starting.
All right.
She's been a no-show at Michael's recent courtroom engagements.
Yes.
So is Janet Jackson still standing by her embattled brother Michael? Yes, she is.
Oh.
And our John Kelly went right to the superstar source at Oprah's Legends Ball Bash over the weekend.
Is that right?
How's Michael? Have you had a chance to talk to him?
Yes, I did, and he's doing very well. I mean, it's been very difficult, but he's doing well.
There you go. He's doing well, Terry.
Good to know.
That's a pretty reliable source.
Yeah.
When you look at Michael, you think, well, he looks perfect.
Mm-hmm. Better than ever.
Right.
Yeah.
What else is going on in the world, Terry? What else is happening, please?
We got a story here out of Bend, Oregon about a 14-year-old girl who got detention over a lingering hug.
A lingering hug.
Yes, apparently she hugged a little too long.
What is the true definition of a lingering hug? How long does a hug last for it to be in the now state of lingering, Terry? Long enough to, well, she got pregnant. That's
That's a pretty long hug.
Qualifies as lingering then.
Yes, it is. But they don't actually give a definition.
In Bend, Oregon?
In Bend, Oregon,
There's
yes.
a clock on the hallway of the high school that lets you know when you've passed the point of now entering into lingering.
I guess so.
And the alarm sound.
Yes, and so she was
and
given
you go,
detention.
You go right to detention.
Mm-hmm. However, they say that at the middle school, you are permitted to give quick hello and goodbye hugs, but
no
lingering. No.
Did she have to? Did she have to? Did she have to? Let it linger.
Apparently she did.
Apparently so. Mm-hmm. She was enjoying the hug.
Yeah.
If you're enjoying the hug, you may want to let it linger.
Yeah, her
How
mother.
can you not say that to her as the principal, though, when she comes in?
But one person's linger may not be another's.
True.
It's amazing how much authority the school administrators have these days to be able to define define lingering, Terry. No, that was lingering. Go to my office right now. It didn't linger.
Right.
Oh, no, it lingered.
I'll
You
show
don't
you
know. I know. When you're as old as me, you'll know lingering. What the hell does that mean, lingering hug?
I know. That's what her mother is trying to figure out as well. She's pretty ticked off about it. She doesn't understand, why, what's wrong with a hug, per se. But
especially in Bend, Oregon.
Apparently, all the middle schools in the Bend-Lapine district restrict hugging to some degree, as well as hand-holding and some other forms of physical affection.
And if you are to break those rules, those codes of conduct, you will get detention.
You will.
And this mom, this mother of the student in Bend, Oregon, is a little miffed as to their over-the-top type policies. She's a high school girl. She was fully clothed, right?
Yes.
She was fully clothed.
She was just giving her boyfriend a goodbye hug. They're breaking off for class, whatever.
Breaking off for class, and they gave each other a lingering hug right there in the hallways amongst all the people in this. She was fully clothed, right?
Yes.
Yeah, fully clothed in the hallways amongst all the people, and they gave each other a hug that lasted.
A little too long. It happened
Before you know it, Terry, they'll be lambotting again in the hallways. They got to nip it in the bud and stop it at the lingering hugs.
Lingering hugs lead to trouble. Man.
Lingering hug. Got to stop that immediately. Glad they're looking out, huh, Stephen?
They should do that kind of stuff at home. Not on school grounds.
Okay.
Punch a kid in the face, you get the same penalty.
Let me see what kind of text.
Cool,
let's see what kind of text messages. Lingering punch. What kind of text messages?
Keep your fist right in his face for 2 minutes.
Let me see. Well, I mean, what is your example? What is your definition of the lingering hug? How many seconds have to pass before you have entered the level for lingering?
I mean, what?
Let's throw something out there.
3 seconds.
30 seconds?
That's a long hug.
I say 3.
I guess to me,
he says 3. You say 30.
30 is a long. That's
that's like eat a sandwich hug.
Oh, okay. So 10. Is that lingering?
Don't change your mind now just because of our feelings
well, you
on your
said throw
definition.
something out there, so I'm saying to me, lingering would be like about 30 seconds, I guess.
Even 10 seconds is long. You know how long a hug is for 10 seconds, Terry? Want to have to hug Pasty for 10 seconds?
Sure.
You'll be magnumed across the room by the time we hit 7, Terry.
I'll make a Terry shish kebab out of you.
All right, let me see what text messages have come in over the past half hour at 97373. That's 97373 for the text messaging to the T-Man in the Morning program. And I love when people text message the message that begins with Dear T-Man. Text message is more informal. You don't have to have the salutation. But anyway, Dear T-Man, I'm getting married next month. We don't have a lot of money. Can you please give us some mix CDs?
Wow.
Play at the reception?
Apparently so.
Hey, Grandma, back that ass up.
You can have the one I made this morning.
Right.
Is that what you do up there in the studio?
Yeah. You don't mind dancing to Kenny G.
Yes. I had a 10-star one-nighter with a woman twice my age on a cruise to the Bahamas. Wow. Writes a man named Raphael, who apparently, because if he didn't sign his name, I would have thought it was Jimmy Fred.
Yeah.
Right. Who writes about his one-nighter, Terry, with an older woman. This person writes from the 831 area code. Where's that? 831. This person writes, on a scale of 1 to 10, I could pleasure Terry Free up to a 25.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Well, why stop there, sir? Why settle on 25 if you're going to go way over 10? It's amazing. I mean, the whole thing began when 100% effort became not good enough.
Right.
Then it went to 101%.
Yeah.
And now people say 100. People have gone to 110%. Now you're starting to hear 200%.
I know.
It's like, where does it end? Oh, you're only going to give 100% effort? We can't have that around here.
Last I checked, that's full. That's everything.
You better be giving 200%.
Right.
And now sometimes you hear 1,000%.
Wow.
Why don't we just end all this madness now and coin the phrase infinity percent?
There you go.
Well, I know a guy that tried 1,001% and he couldn't do it, so he had to stop at 1,000. That's why, I mean, it's tough to do 1,001.
Yes. So this man's going to pleasure you at 25, Terry. But of course, there are, I'm sure, a dozen emails rolling in right now saying, I can go 26.
Yeah. Or like the eBay of Terry's sexual life.
That's right.
People just bid.
This person writes that this is before the nugget of your one-nighter information was revealed, Terry. This person thought that the nugget was going to be that your one-nighter was with John.
Oh, no.
Because we have mentioned the night that you and him
Went out,
bumped into each other at, I'm sure, a very fine bar in Kent.
Yeah.
It was in Kent?
It was.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a very fine bar.
It was a very
Club
fine
and
bar.
restaurant.
Sure.
Wow.
Bingo and billiard hall.
Whoa.
and proctologist's office in Kent, Washington.
Sure.
Yes.
Taxidermy.
Now, was the proctologist open after the bar?
Now, I don't know what this
Only for
means.
you.
Actually, they're open at the same time, believe it or not. Isn't that crazy? You're going to feel a little pressure while you drink that beer. Here you go. I don't know what this means, Terry. This may be racist. It says Terry Free is a mud shark. What does that mean? I've never heard that phrase.
I have no idea.
Never heard of that one.
Never heard of
David?
that.
I don't know it.
Is that what does that mean?
It means women who like black guys.
Oh,
It's
is
like
that
an
what
old term.
I figured
yeah.
that's what it means, but I never heard that. It's an old term?
People said it in high school. When I was in high school, I remember it.
And it's nasty. It's a nasty
It's a little
little
derogatory.
phrase.
Yeah, I would suggest probably a little.
Someone's writing a nasty kind of little thing there.
Oh,
and then there's another
geez,
one.
Something new?
Here's another one that I don't understand quite fully here. It says Terry is an OGB.
Don't know what that is.
Old girly bastard?
Maybe. Oh, girly bastard.
What is an OGB?
I think you nailed it.
Not an OBGYN, but it says Terry is an OGB. Mm-hmm. You text messengers better clarify what the hell you're meaning here.
Old gray bunt.
This person writes, I went to rehab and they made us listen to Delilah.
Oh, wow.
Now I'm back. Didn't work.
T-Man, can you have a contest for Sonic playoff tickets for the person with the most freckles? Sounds like a
Good
very multi-freckled texter out there has written us
And would like to go to a game.
this page. Yes.
As long as she counts all the other contestants' freckles for us.
This person writes, a woman named Amber, Delilah is my stepmom, or is my stepmom, and she's sweet.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, no, it says, I'm not reading it right. Delilah is my ex-stepmom.
Oh.
Thought it was past tense.
Okay.
And she's sweet. There you go.
Good to know.
Yes. T-Man, did you see the gay Brittany and Kevin show last night?
You had already said no, you hadn't watched
Gotta listen to the full program.
Yeah.
You
You think?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, yes. I'll respond to that one later.
Keep your phone on after 10.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know who you are.
Yes. With the 355 exchange, talking about the one night stand for. Okay. I'll just put this one in my pocket.
Okay.
Yes. No, no.
For show purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You have to call all of them back.
Right. Got to be customer friendly.
Sure you do.
Now, what else is going on, Terry? What else do you have, please?
In Oklahoma City, a burglar who broke into a home, stealing $4,000 worth of tools, eating a meal, and soaking in the hot tub, unfortunately left behind his driver's license. Now, police are searching for the 27-year-old man whose identification they found.
Well, it doesn't sound
Not a
like it's
very
going to
good
be
burglar, huh?
It's not going to be quite the long search, I imagine.
No.
Mm-hmm. When you're willing to be such the rogue bandit and start dipping yourself in the hot tub,
Right.
chances are you may get a little careless.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
Where did that happen, Terry? In Bend, Oregon?
Oklahoma City.
Oh.
The lingering hug was Bend, Oregon.
I know, but I figure everything now happens in Bend, Oregon.
That's
It's a beautiful spot.
Yes.
Nice.
Well, I heard that when the bandit, when this thief, Terry, found out it was a used hot tub, he got the hell out of there.
Oh,
Who would
boy.
want to soak themselves in a used hot tub, Steven? Anyone you know?
Well, everybody does it when they go to a hotel.
Is that right? Everyone does it, huh? And how is your used hot tub that is now installed into your home that used to be the pride possession of old people that dipped themselves in there for 50 years?
Boy, are my feet sore today from this rash.
Oh, this hot tub is certainly helping my bunions.
Right.
How is
Maybe
that
that's
hot
what all
tub?
the red marks are on it, the rash.
How is that hot tub you put in your backyard there, Steven?
It seems to be going fine.
Is that right?
Put my little scoop of chlorine in there every day, so it's good.
Scoop of chlorine.
Mm-hmm.
There's no oogies there.
And you never met the people that own the hot tub before you.
I never did.
You don't
my brother
feel
did,
like
but-
that's important?
I guess I didn't.
You know what? I have a vision of them as you're lowering yourself into the hot tub.
I think visioning them is not ever what I would do or want to do.
Mm-hmm. I would have had a full interview.
Don't really lower myself into it.
Well, what do? You belly flop?
Just
step into it.
on in.
Cannonball off the roof.
What do you? How do you get
when
into
you
your
lower
hot tub?
somebody into something, it's like there's a crane. And
Well, fine. If you want to, if you have to take it that way,
just wait a few years. You'll be lowered.
All right. So you don't, as you pointed out before, go into the hot tub naked. Who owns their own hot tub and doesn't get into their hot tub naked? Know what I know? You own a hot tub at your house. You go in naked.
Especially if you have no kids.
You should have bought a hot tub you're more comfortable in. You're putting scoops of chlorine in every day. You're going
you
in
have
fully
to.
clothed.
Wow.
You're obviously not comfortable with it, so why not spend the extra money and buy a new hot tub?
I think I don't necessarily want to go in it naked. I'm not a naked kind of guy.
So you're telling me.
What kind of guy are you?
So you're telling me that if you
And by the way, people put chlorine in their hot tubs every day. They're supposed to.
So you're telling me if you bought yourself a spanking, sparkling, brand new hot tub, you'd still go in fully clothed?
Most likely. I mean, I can't
A
say,
T-shirt
but
and everything?
No, the velour.
Not a T-shirt.
The velour shirt,
come on.
Terry, the corduroy pants, everything he wears.
Well, there's a stretch between naked and all of that stuff.
All right, what do you wear into the hot tub? Not
actually
that
wear a
we need
swimsuit.
this visual. You wear a swimsuit in your hot
Just
tub.
his swimming trunks.
I wear some trunks.
The OP trunks already?
And then they start floating around you. Huh? Is that how it works?
What starts floating around me?
You know, when you wear the big trunks, they start
Yeah.
ballooning around
right,
you.
Right, with all the bubbles going.
Steven's got enough of balloon already. He doesn't even notice.
They're so tight on me. I don't-
Well, is that how you're getting in your hot tub? When it's
yes,
a
they
private.
lower me in there with my swim trunks on. Yes.
Well,
the reason I had to get a used one is because the crane was so damn expensive.
Do you acknowledge that you're one of the rare few who owns a hot tub in the private backyard and gets in with their clothes on?
Well, I mean, it's not that private, but it's.
It's woods on every side, really.
Well, I mean, every
Well,
time
no,
I've
you
been in
can-
it, I've seen people on the lake. So, I mean, I think it's not that private, but it's something that I don't do the naked thing in the hot tub. I don't know why it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but
Has your lovely wife ever gotten in naked?
no, not that I know of, unless she's done it without me there.
She puts your trunks on and gets in?
I'm sure she has a suit that she wears.
Isn't
but
her
a
trunks?
Yeah.
You're sure she has one?
Okay. They never obviously got in together. Anyway,
I know, they just do it a separate
Steven,
time.
are you out yet? I want to go.
let me see what calls are out there. You're on the air. Hello. Good morning.
You have to answer things like that because he takes everything so literal. and you
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah. What's
so
up?
she wears trunks.
Okay, easy now. He's going crazy.
Eating the chlorine.
Hot tub madness. You're on the air.
All naked all the time.
All right, easy. It's okay.
Boy.
Yeah, you're on, dude. What can we do for you?
Imagine that.
Oh, I was wondering if you have wrestling tickets.
Who has wrestling tickets?
You,
Oh,
us.
me?
Yes,
You're
us.
talking to me, sir. Hi.
What's going on?
How are you?
Not bad. How you doing?
What can we do for you?
I was wondering if you have wrestling tickets at all available still.
Yes, we do have wrestling tickets, and they are available.
Can I get a pair?
Well, there's your first no. You were yesing all the way. We will be giving wrestling tickets away, I'm sure. How about before the end of this program? That sound good to you?
Yeah.
But your odds have been greatly diminished as opposed to me just handing them to you right now. But you never know, sir. Between now and the next, let's say, half hour, we'll be announcing when to call in for wrestling tickets, and it could be your fate.
Yeah, if 72 people hang up, you'll have a shot.
There you go.
Cool, thanks.
All right.
At least he's enthusiastic
He likes his
about
odds.
it. Yeah.
You're on the air. Hello.
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 Hi.
Hi.
Who's this?
This is T-Man. I do a little nickel and dime radio show out of Seattle, Washington. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. I called a long time ago when you guys were talking about that whole lingering hug thing.
Yes.
Yeah. I got detention for that when I was
Long
in middle
time ago.
school too.
You got detention for a lingering hug?
I did.
Well, that was back in 78.
No, I'm not that
Oh!
old.
Well, what year was it that you were in high school? What year did you graduate?
It was junior high, so we're talking like 7, 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So you're what? You're 20, 21 now?
I'm 21, yeah.
And you got suspended, you got, or detention for a lingering hug.
I did. I got long detention, which means I had to serve like two
2-hour sentences.
How long did your hug last that they felt you
Right.
had gone beyond the borders of what's appropriate for the high school hallways?
Well, that's the thing of it all. I don't know. They did never.
You can't say that word on the air as much as you get fired up when talking about this conversation, right? I had to dump that. You can't say that word.
Okay, sorry. I won't say it again.
Do you want to relive
Anyway,
this? Oh, just-
the guy didn't get anything for it. And so I'm wondering, Terry, if the article says anything about whoever she was hugging. Because
It was her boyfriend, and no, it says nothing about the boyfriend getting any of the
Well,
detention.
that's the way it should work.
It's not the boy's fault.
Yeah, she asked for it and she needed it, and it's not nearly as seedy when a man has a lingering hug as opposed to a woman who should know her place in the hallways of high school. Terry, do you want to relive that hug
What, did he just keep his arms by his side?
plus a reach around?
I like those reach
That's
arounds,
probably why she
don't
got
you?
suspended.
That's when it lingers.
That's because she can't get away.
Long enough for the reach around, Terry.
Technically lingering when you're reaching around.
Okay, so what did you say? How long did your hug last?
She said she didn't know.
I would say
You mean you didn't start the stopwatch?
I would say something like 5 or 6 seconds.
5 or 6
That's a
seconds.
lingering hug, huh?
That is a lingering hug, Terry.
Okay.
Yes, I know that's nothing to you.
So I guess, yeah, my 30-second window was
Terry,
like eons.
that's not even hello with Terry Free.
In prison, you can't hug the inmates for more than like 3 seconds.
Is that right?
Yeah. If you think about it, a normal hug probably takes like 2 or 3 seconds.
A normal hug with pelvises spread apart and the pat on the back takes 2 seconds tops.
Well, with my boyfriend.
That's why you got detention.
Well, it sounds like you were
Mhm. Yeah, when you're pressed up against the lockers and
That's probably more what it is.
Yeah.
The context of how the hug was. And you're going,
So where'd you go to school?
I went to Stall Junior High.
Oh, you
so-
little whore.
Wow. Where was
Whatever she said. Terry.
Right, sounds good.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Where'd you go to school again?
Stall Junior
Oh,
High.
you little slut.
You're right about that.
Wow. Where is that? What city?
I have no
It's in Puyallup.
In Stall?
Get it?
That's the kind of image you want to give the high schoolers, Terry? Stall?
Hey.
Your life is going to stall for the next 4 years, so you might as well get used to it, because that's pretty much going to be the rest of your existence.
Sounds like it.
No, it's the name of a person.
Oh, okay. Leslie Stahl. Well, it's about time she had a high school named after her. Okay, very good. Well, thanks for sharing. I'm sorry this had to happen to you. I'm sure you're still suffering the repercussions.
Were your parents upset about it or anything?
Yeah, my mom was really pissed off.
She was
At
pissed
you,
at
or-
you, or she was pissed at the school for deciding that you
No,
deserved
she was
attention?
pissed at the school that
She
nothing
should
happened
be.
to the guy.
No, forget the guy. Nothing should have happened to you for a lingering hug. I mean, unless there was more to it than a hug. Like, unless
There was nothing more
was he
to
going up your shirt?
No.
Well, that's not out of the realm of possibilities by any means
I know
in
that.
high
Doesn't
schools
that count
these days.
as a reach around, though?
That's not a
No.
reach around.
Oh, okay.
No,
The reason
Terry,
I got in
do you need me to
trouble-
give you a reach around so you finally know what it means?
No.
Okay.
I can visualize
All
I
right.
guess.
Now, what if you go up the shirt for only 2 seconds? That's not lingering.
You sounded horrified by that thought, Terry. I give great reach around.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Huh? Right. What's it now?
If you go up the shirt for 2 seconds, does that count as lingering?
What?
If you go up the shirt for 2 seconds, I think if it's just 2 seconds, no.
Yeah.
All right. It's not a lingering reach.
Okay, that's the noise I make when I get up people's shirts.
That's just, where'd you keep the loose change?
I'm looking for a quarter.
Yes. Not up here. Okay, let's go down there. Oh, man. All right. Well, I'm sorry again that happened to you.
Me too.
There's gotta be
Sounds like
something
you're
a little more to it.
Sounds like you're obviously still suffering.
No, it just reminded me of it when you guys were talking about it.
All right, baby.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
That's right.
Oh.
Okay. That's right. You know the deal. You know how it works.
She'll talk to you later.
10:01. I'll be waiting by the phone. Mm-hmm.
229 shot.
229 shot. And the funniest thing about it, ladies and gentlemen, is that's his real cell phone number. Don't lie.
If you're going to say it
just
on the
put
air.
it out
I say
there.
this like fast as a joke.
It
You
wasn't
say it
that
as
fast.
You say it as a joke, but it's your real cell phone number.
963
I didn't say anything.
I know.
Why don't you give his number out?
You gave Steven's number out of
Yeah.
out of anger and frustration now?
Yes.
What did
Makes sense.
What did Steven do
That
here
makes a lot of
that you
sense.
gave his phone number out over the air?
He wouldn't let me go naked in his hot tub.
Oh, gee. Yes, he would.
Okay, that's the problem.
Where's your cell phone? I want to see if it's blowing up now.
I don't get service in here.
Where's your cell phone, though?
Terry stopped giving service.
That's right.
The T-Man. outdoor party is giving you the ultimate Summer Jam payoff.
Interesting news in the hallways, Terry, of the station.
Oh, dang, maybe I should venture out.
Not only is everyone calling 228-SHOT, Terry, but everyone is, well, at least Flowers walking around all depressed because I guess Ludacris canceled on him for Summer Jam.
Oh,
wow.
Damn.
Yeah, that's now Flowers. He better work his ass off the rest of the week getting himself another big name.
Yeah, he's got to now.
Gotta have a replacement big name, Terry, even though Ludacris offered to send his brother Ridiculous, Terry. But he's an up-and-comer, but we're not interested as far as a big name is concerned.
Right.
Flowers probably going to be pissed at me for mentioning that on the air, but I went on record as saying he was going to be there because that was what I was told was a secured name for the show.
Yes.
Come on, man. Hey, I thought we had to talk about this. Can you not mention this kind of stuff on the air?
Yes, Flowers. As long as Harris, Dirty Harry backs you up, please.
Well, Dirty Harry's coming in later to back me up. But look, it's not 100% that he's not coming. Okay?
Right, okay,
so
whatever. It's 99%. Anyway.
There's a chance that I'm going to get him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You better work your ass hard, OJs, and get yourself another big name for this lineup, man.
Yeah.
Well, I got to go to the pancake house first and have some blueberry pancakes. It kind of helps me think, you know.
All right. That's fine. Well, I'll tell you what. While Eric Flowers works his ass off getting another big name for the lineup of stars already announced has been Nas, Sierra, Terry, and I don't know whoever else they announced, but I can't remember whoever else is coming.
Yeah, I thought Bone Thugs.
Oh, yeah. I felt it in my bones, Thugs, and Harmony.
Yes, you did.
Yes. And had a little Sierra Mist, as I mentioned, too.
Yeah.
And they're both now announced.
Now
and
I get it.
I'm sure they're due to cancel at any time this day, Terry.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
jeez. Look, they're not going to cancel. They're going to be there.
I understand.
So buy your tickets.
Okay, I will.
All right.
And
$50, man.
there you go. They're a discounted rate this year, Terry, because the listeners deserve to not have to pay an arm and a leg.
Very true.
And now that Ludacris is not coming, they're free. So that's
wow.
It's a free-for-all.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that many more big names will be replacing the names that have held out their hand to shake with Eric Powers and then pulled it back and said, psych.
So any new additions, you'll let us know.
Yeah, that's right. There you go. Terry's feeling the moment.
Finally got it. Hey, Stephen Kilbreath and the Carnation Jug Band are still available.
We are.
Okay.
I have my little.
I'd like to see the jug bands.
What do you call that thing you play on your?
The washboard?
The washboard, yeah.
I knew that's what you were talking about.
Yes. Since you're both very familiar with a washboard stomach. Anyway,
that's fine.
we have wrestling tickets to give away for the Tacoma Dome for Friday night.
Woo!
May what there, Pastela?
27th, right?
27th.
I was caught in mid-action there. What's that now?
Friday the 27th.
Friday the 27th, if you want to go see wrestling at the Tacoma Dome.
Memorial Day weekend, right?
Memorial Day weekend. How about getting it started right with a little wrestling action?
Mm-hmm.
And the first caller will win those right now.
Wow.
Or should we make it a texter? Or both? Should we have a wrestling trivia question via text messaging?
Sure.
All right, here's the question.
Uh-oh.
Because I have a little wrestling awareness, Terry, through the history of my world.
Sure.
Who was the main event at WrestleMania #1?
I'm calling.
You know it?
Sure.
You do that. I bet you don't know it.
Text it.
Write
No,
it
you
down.
can't.
Give me all the participants. You don't even know it!
No, I do.
If you know it, call 228-SHOT. No. The text messaging number is 97373. All right?
Boy, I got 2 on the brain.
2 is not enough.
I know it's not.
I don't even know if I know all of them.
Oh, well, then that's a great
No, I know them.
Okay.
I know them.
All right.
And you got to have all the names.
All of them.
Now, Stephen, are names coming in via text messaging?
Well, it just went away for a minute.
It's not too much
reason, I don't know
to
why.
ask the question, who was the main event at WrestleMania #1?
Oh,
okay? It was the one that started it all. Now, you have gotten 4 names out of 5.
Oh, there's a 5th?
Even though he didn't participate in the ring, I want to know who the 5th member was as a representative of this team here.
Oh.
You got 4 out of 5, though.
That's good.
5 names will make up a correct answer. And who was the ring announcer? Just tack on more trivia.
Jeez, just keep on going.
No one will get that one.
Okay, well then. I
Yes,
guess...
Pastela.
Everyone's texting with just 1 or 2 names here. How many names are you looking
There
for?
are 5 names that make up the correct answer. 5 names. That's the 5th name.
And you want the ring announcer,
Hotshot was able to get all 5 names.
Go Hotshot. I guess you're going wrestling.
No, I'm not going to make you give me the ring announcer because no one will get it.
All right.
I don't think anyone will get it.
Can you give it?
Marv
Are you
Albert.
just going to go ahead and give us the ring announcer?
No, that's no big deal.
All right.
Anyway, it was Billy Martin, the Yankees manager at the time.
Oh.
Yes, I don't even know. Actually, he was probably retired from being a Yankee manager. But anyway, all right. Steven.
Yes.
Any correct answers you see on the text messaging board?
Does Steven even
They all
know
look
the
right
answer?
to me.
They all look well. Anybody text message with 5 names yet?
No.
Nobody.
Do you want me to tell you what people have been guessing?
All right, go ahead.
I have Hulk Hogan.
That's correct.
I have Hulk and Savage.
Savage was not part of the main event of WrestleMania 1.
I have Hulk Hogan, Superfly Snuka.
Jimmy Superfly Snuka was not part of WrestleMania number 1.
So only one has gotten Hulk Hogan.
Andrea, but I think they mean Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant was not a part of the main event of WrestleMania number 1.
Eric Powers is a fag.
Eric Powers is a fag, was not part of the main event of WrestleMania number 1.
Hey, look, Steven, I'm going to have to see you in my office after the show. Okay?
I'm only doing what the people say.
I'm really not a fag. I want to prove that to you after the show.
Wow.
You're going to show me like you did that other time? Jesse Ventura.
Jesse Ventura was not part of the main event of WrestleMania number 1.
Where's our wrestling fans? Come
Vince
on.
McMahon.
Vince McMahon was not part of the main event except for coming up with the storyline, I'm sure, for WrestleMania number 1.
Roddy Piper?
Terry has gotten a member of the main event of WrestleMania number 1. But Terry, you're not supposed to be giving away
I
on
didn't
the
think
air.
it was right.
King Kong
That
Bundy.
was just like some...
So a listener got Hulk Hogan and Terry Free got Roddy Piper. There were 3 more names.
Or she calls him Roddy Piper.
I did see. So like I knew what I was talking about.
She wants a Jim Slim. King Kong Bundy.
King Kong Bundy was not a part of the main event of WrestleMania number 1.
The Ultimate Warrior.
The Ultimate Warrior was not a part of the main event of WrestleMania
Constance.
number 1. Constance the Butcher was not a part of the main event, but someone who looked just like her was, of WrestleMania number 1. A lot of text messages about Constance. Hook me up with Constance. T-Man, help me meet Constance. Give me your number. All this. Constance the Bitchler text messaging. Yes, Steven. Anyone else?
Earl Hebner.
Earl Hebner was the referee, but not the ring announcer. Yeah, I believe he was the referee for WrestleMania number 1.
Yeah.
Is
Hulk,
that it?
Savage, T-Man, Hotshot, and Kilbreath.
Savage was not a part of WrestleMania number 1, nor was T-Man, Hopscotch, or Stephen Kilbreath. So Hotshot's the only one who knows the answer.
Wow. Well,
pretty
enjoy
good.
the wrestling on the 27th.
Texters are struggling.
The texters
Yeah,
are
they are
amazing.
struggling. You figured they'd all
Yeah.
get
I'm giving away wrestling tickets, and Hotshot's the only one who has as much wrestling.
Nuts.
it. Dusty Rhodes.
Freudian slip. As much wrestling trivia knowledge as I do, he's the only one out there.
That's hard to believe, isn't it?
Man, is this whole show just over everyone's head?
Whoa. Come on now.
Macho Man.
Jeez.
Macho Man Savage, again, was not part of the main event of WrestleMania number 1.
Okay.
They don't deserve it
people?
now.
Lou Albano.
Lou Albano was in the corner, but I was not even considering him because he walked out of the vicinity before the main event started.
Oh, so he's not part of it.
Paul Orndorff, Roddy Piper, Bob Orton, Hogan, Jimmy Snuka.
That was close, but Jimmy Snuka ruined it for him. How many names do they have there?
4 out of
1,
5.
2, 3. Oh, yeah.
They what?
Well, he has 5 altogether, but
And the one he got wrong was the one that Terry gave.
No. He said Snuka.
He didn't include the one. Yeah.
Paul Orndorff, Roddy Piper, Bob Orton, Hogan, Jimmy Snuka.
Nope. He's got 4 to 5.
Hulk, Ric Flair, Roddy Piper,
Nope.
Arn Anderson.
Nope.
All right, this is getting ridiculous.
Jake
now.
the Snake, Lod, $1 Million Man.
All right, I'm even starting to get bored now with this.
Hacksaw Jim Dugan.
No,
Iron Sheik, Junkyard Dog.
No.
Jeez.
They're coming in like mad now,
That is really amazing because, as much as people are into the wrestling, I thought.
Well, they're throwing out every wrestler they've ever known.
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali was the guest referee. Yes.
Really? Wow.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
They were kidding.
That's right. I
I
forgot
did
it wasn't Earl Hebner. Muhammad Ali was the guest referee. I mean, he could barely lift his arm, but he
did a fine
was
job.
doing a lot to keep the chaos from getting too chaotic.
So who are the ones we have gotten correctly so far?
The ones you've gotten correctly is Bob Orton, Roddy Piper,
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan,
Paul Orndorff.
And Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This guy has those, but Junkyard Dog and Iron Sheik, but those were not there.
No,
Right?
there's one more name, the biggest name of them all at the time.
No, Jake the Snake.
The biggest attraction of all of WrestleMania #1 has been left out. Somebody has to write in with all 5 names correct. I can't believe I've done this now, Terry.
I know.
This is taking too damn long.
You thought that was pretty easy. Well, not easy.
What was Andre's nickname?
Oh.
Let's make it that. A lot more simpler. The Giant? Yeah, you win!
Wow!
Well, there's a guy who says Andre the Giant.
You know what? No one's got 5 answers. I'll just take the first caller via the phones. You're on the air. Hello.
Yeah, I know who it is.
Oh, jeez. I was just going to give them to you. And, oh, jeez. Yeah, so it's Mr. T. See, there you go. See, you've won him twice. That's
Mr. T.
Morton, Mr. Wonderful,
Yes.
Hogan.
Okay, hang on. You won, dude. Who's this?
Oh, Matt.
Matt, you're going to wrestling at the Tacoma Dome. Sound good?
It sounds great.
All right,
Actually, yes.
then.
So Hogan, Piper, Orndorff, Mr. T, and Orton.
Yes.
That is correct.
Okay, well, there's somebody that has paged that at.
Okay, we'll give it to them, too.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
So make everyone happy. That's what the show's all about.
So happy.
That's what it stood for many years.
I want your chamomile tea now or later.
Mm-hmm.
The T-Man.